Good morning, Friday Junior. We're almost there at the end of the week. Crawling, feels like, to the finish line. I am exhausted, not gonna lie. I've been making, you see me sometimes in the morning with my energy drink, a cup of coffee. I'm just doing a few shots of espresso alone in the cup. So that's a litmus for kind of the beast we're tackling today. There it is. Good morning, everyone. Alan and Gary, Justin, Irma, Brandon, Jeremy Wagner, Clover, LJ. Oh, LJ said she loves my hair. I have my little, what do you call this? My little Ghani scrunchie in today. I'm doing like a bridal bun. You know how it goes. I'm exhausted. Didn't have time to do like a full blowout as per usual. You know me, I'm really low maintenance, so just licked it all back. Pokey just said, what a waste coffee is. Clearly we're on really different wavelengths. I think coffee for me is almost medicinal. It's like an Advil and an Adderall had a baby. And that's kind of the what it's birthed. Yeah, Jeremy said, small cup of coffee. Yeah, it's espresso. But I think it's so chic when you're wearing like lip gloss and it leaves like a little mark. I don't know. It feels very, very Parisian to me. Good morning, Nate Dog, Barbara. Oh, Barbara, I love you. You're my best friend. Jen said, I can't do straight up espresso. I feel that. I'm doing a Coachella kind of diet where I'm actually just like eating fruits and vegetables now, like a normal person. I really wasn't super in touch with that before. And then I'm going on walks, also like a normal person, trying to hit 10,000 steps a day. So for me, it's a diet. For everybody else, it's everyday life. So this isn't, I'm not doing any of those, the coffee mate, sugary crap, ruining my gut microbiome. Just some straight up espresso. That's that me espresso. Yeah, but that's all I'll sing because I don't want to get sued. Oh, Jamie P. Johnson, good morning. Miss Princess loves coffee. Yeah. Coffee is one of those things. Okay, Scotty P said, what is with all these young TMZ staffers that are always tired and are under the age of 30? I think being tired may be a generic human experience. And I think a lot of times people feel that young people can't be tired and can't work really hard. Boy, do I beg to differ. Yeah. And Garner, she says, good morning. I watch every day, but I'm working and not able to chat. Well, Ange, I'm so excited that you're here in the chat today, and I hope you have a beautiful day at work. Wow, Friday Eve. Is TMZK in the chat? Good morning. I know it was Rochelle's birthday for the past 3.5 weeks, so that's why she was out yesterday, but she's home. Yeah. Maria G, I never drink coffee and I'm Italian. You got to dip a little cannoli in there, mix in a little something, something. Yeah. Barbara said, Scotty, we know you're an undercover TMZ lover. Chat's always so fired up in the morning. Chobani coffee creamer, I need to get that. Biscoff cookies. I'm obsessed. We have a lot of funny things to discuss today. I want to talk to you about, let me give you a rundown for the day. Kara will be hosting, moderating today out on the floor. So you will be with her for the second half of your morning here. Everybody bring your best attitudes. I know, you get a little tood with me. I'm cool with it. You know me, I have a real thick skin. But always come with kindness, Yeah. Today we will be talking about Abby Lee Miller's wig flying off on a SeaWorld roller coaster. Pumpkin from Honey Boo Boo starting an OnlyFans. The FBI, Kash Patel training the FBI with, you guessed it, UFC fighters. And then we'll be going to Luka to talk about Luka Donic. So, yeah. Happy birthday, Tyra. Wait, I got so distracted. Oh my God, Ange Gardner, I also love you. Wait, happy birthday, Tyra Butterfly. We need to do I will let Tawanda and Kara know that we have a birthday party in the chat today. Wow. Tyra, wishing you the happiest birthday you've ever had in your entire life. I hope this is the greatest day you've ever had, and the next year is nothing but butterflies. See what I did there? Yeah. Someone said, oh no, not pumpkin. Yeah. Let's see here. I was talking to Chris about this morning, and he said he is a huge Abby Lee Miller fan, which is something I kind of didn't know. And I think he might just be attracted to her because she's like so his type. Nope, I can't hear you. Therefore, what you're saying doesn't matter.
Okay, hold on. Can she hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Okay, why do you think Abby Lee Miller's my type? I didn't know. That wasn't the angle I was going for when I said I loved her so much. But
Yeah.
I'm intrigued to
Well, you said
know.
you love her, and I thought that meant you were in love with her.
No, you think I'm like attracted to Abby Lee Miller?
Yeah, that's kind of what I like gathered.
That's what you gathered? No, I think she's very entertaining and funny. And she seems to have a really good sense of humor based off this clip that you showed me.
Can we, I have the video.
Oh, can we roll it?
For display. You just wait.
Oh, you can't see the person behind her in this one.
But the wig just flies right off.
My headpiece secured. I know I'm going to hear about it. Social media is going to go off on me because I lost my headpiece.
And yes, we are. And here we are.
And here we are.
Abby Lee's wig flew.
Yeah, I guess you got to secure that. I don't really know too much about wigs, but it seems like what you need, like glue, or how does that get on there? Wig glue?
I believe she is in a wig cap, and then you can like bobby pin it or glue it. I've only worn like wigs for dance, and usually that is like hairspray, blow dried, stick it to the scalp, and then bobby pins around the entire head. But I don't think I would ever wear it on a roller coaster.
Right.
Honestly, she kind of looked good bald. Like, I kind of like, I mean, as someone who currently is like slicked back like a hard-boiled egg, I think she looks good like that.
I mean, Abby Lee Miller is always going to look good. She's just got presence about her.
See, because you're obsessed with her and you're
I am a little bit obsessed with her. Do you know the clip where she like backs out, where the girl goes up to her at the dance recital and she says she's going to Baskin Robbins?
Yes!
That's one of my favorite things I've ever seen on the internet. She's an electrifying individual. And
I love that she didn't let her diagnosis stop her from the type of person she is. Like, she is still a force to be reckoned with. She is just as mean, just as out there, just as like insane as she was before she was sick. And I think I really value that consistency in a human.
Yeah, I admire that she's unabashedly herself and that she's just such a unique individual, and she's so entertaining. She's so fun to watch. And I love how she had such a good spirit about her wig flying off.
I know.
She was just like all happy, and she thought it was funny. Good for her.
Yeah, good for her. Do you think she should start on OnlyFans? I know you're kind of in tap with that.
That's not my only angle here, Talia. I'm covering gaming and streamers and that stuff as well.
Do you think she should start streaming?
Oh my God, Abby Lee, first of all, she'd have to go on Kick. She couldn't be on Twitch because she's too off the rails. We need her to be like full Abby Lee Miller. I think her on Kick, she could be an absolute star. Just even more like similar content to like Dance Moms. If she was just like coaching kids, even if they're not dancing, even if they're just like tic-tac-toeing or whatever, like just her, she's just so funny and entertaining.
I think she should do like host a kind of like a Mr. Beast games, but like have all the streamers compete for like a dance competition prize.
We need to get Abby Lee Miller linked up with Mr. Beast. I think that could be just viral content.
Abby Beast Miller.
Abby Beast Miller. Yeah, that could be her.
Wow. Chris, thank you so much. And if you see her wig, let us know. We'll be sure to return it to its rightful owner.
I will be on the lookout. I think the person behind her on the roller coaster might have caught it. It's kind of hard to see in the video, but they're reacting, they're reaching out, so maybe it's out there somewhere. We can check SeaWorld. We've got sources out there, I know.
Those things are expensive, so
and they are pricey.
I hope it's back to its rightful owner. Well, Chris, thanks. Enjoy your gaming and streaming content today.
Thank you so much. I will, Talia.
Welcome. You're welcome.
See you out there.
Peace. God, I think next up, I think Jackson has an interview today, so I think we're going to go to him next, if that's okay. I know, chat, you're probably real happy to hear that. Somebody said, what is Kick? Is it like Twitch? Yes, but a lot less rules and guidelines, I believe. Yeah, everyone says gross. who gives a crap about this woman? Abby Lee Miller is one of the pillars in the Gen Z space. I think she made us all the children we are, and I think she also, like, Dance Moms was one of, if not the biggest, like, reality TV show for people my age. Like, that's what got us into reality TV. And it came so many influencers. We're talking Maddie Ziegler, Kalani, Chloe, Nia, and all of their moms became, like, our first, like, influencers and reality TV stars. Like, they were our Real Housewives. So yeah, Abby Lee Miller, you are the voice of a generation, I argue. On a less fun note, you know, there was that scare that Iran was going to bomb California. Don't know if you saw that, but don't worry, because Kash Patel is hiring the best and brightest minds to physically train the FBI. And someone who I think would honestly probably do quite well in the FBI, Jackson, are you there?
What? I am here. Why would I do well in the FBI?
I think you would do, no, I'm saying I think you would perform well in the FBI. Like, I feel like you'd be successful in that manner.
Are you calling me a fed? You calling me a snitch, bro?
Yeah.
Is that what you're calling me?
Yeah. I think you would do really, no, I'm saying I don't think you would crack under the pressure.
Ah, thank you. I appreciate it.
welcome.
What you don't know is that while I'm sitting in this seat for 10 hours a day, I'm actually losing my mind.
See, and you would never know because you're so undercover. It's phenomenal.
Thanks. I appreciate
it. And
it.
I know you recently talked to some undercover or former FBI agent, CIA agent?
I've spoken, in the last week, I've spoken to an FBI special agent, three former CIA operatives, and today I'm talking to 3 high-ranking members of the FBI, some former, some current. So
this is right up your alley then. Perfect.
I know, it is.
Free promo.
Now, what's interesting is, you know, this has been announced directly after California got that threat. The FBI released this bulletin that Iran might strike California.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, and Kash Patel has basically held a press conference where he mentioned that the FBI is going to be receiving hand-to-hand combat training from UFC fighters.
Like, what's up with that?
Well, look, I think, honestly, if you want my opinion, I think this is a publicity play. Like, I don't know what they're thinking. There rarely is, you know, moments where hand-to-hand combat is necessary. It's specifically with Iran. I don't know.
Yeah.
When was the last time you heard of an FBI agent going hand-to-hand with someone?
Actually, literally never.
Yeah, unless it was in a movie.
Heard of that.
I mean, I don't know what they're thinking. I don't know if they're trying to deploy this domestically. I don't know if they're trying to deploy this overseas, or if their original plan was to, like, put Ali Khamenei, like, in an armbar or something, and probably, like, make him tap out. Say, you know, he'll put down his nukes or something.
Yeah.
That way, or maybe choke him out, grab his bag, get full mount. I have no idea. I don't think it's. I don't think this is like a real thing.
I agree. And I also think it's interesting that, again, you said, like, they announced this right after, like, the threat of a drone strike.
Right.
Not sure how physical combat would kind of save America in a drone strike situation. Yeah. But then again, what do I know? You know?
Also, it's like, if you're going to train the FBI, and for anyone that watches the UFC, if, like, Nate Diaz pulls up, you know, if Nate Diaz is training FBI agents at his age and in his condition, I'd be quite worried for the security of the FBI. I don't know.
Yeah, if, like, they're, like, dirty fighters, what does that say about what the FBI... I mean, but then again, I know we talked about this. Do you think hand-to-hand combat might maybe lower our gun violence?
Do I think it will lower gun violence? Only if, well, This is a tricky one. No, I think it would just increase violence. What do you mean? If
the FBI is trained well in hand-to-hand combat and they're able to confidently approach threats physically, do you think that would potentially stop pulling out a gun and just shooting someone?
I mean, it's hard to say. I mean, if the person has, like, an AK-47, I don't know if the UFC can teach you anything to deflect that. Maybe they have some, like, secret playbook where you can turn into Neo from the Matrix and, like, dodge the bullets as they fly at you.
True.
In that scenario, absolutely. But I think in most scenarios, possibly not. I don't know. Maybe you'll want a gun just in case. maybe, you know, if you see a bad guy and you kind of go hand to hand with him for a little bit, and he kind of like, maybe he knows jujitsu as well, and he starts like fucking you up, then you just pull out the gun and start blasting. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's a good backup plan.
Yeah, I do agree though, it does feel really like a PR stunt. Like, look, the US military are incredible physical fighters.
Ah, my guest is here. Okay, I must leave.
Enjoy.
See you later.
Good luck. Let us know if you join the FBI. Yeah. Somebody, I just looked at the chat and boy am I confused. We're talking about aliens are listening to us talking about them. The Bible mentions angels and demons. Aliens are the watchers. Jackson, do you know who the Beatles are? Not sure how we got from the FBI to that, but you know what? I can't answer that question for you. Yeah, wow. But make sure you go check out on YouTube Jackson's interviews. I watched the CIA agent one. I love all that stuff. Incredibly interesting. It's crazy. He said, which FBI game is he playing? I don't know if there's any FBI games. But let's do something a little lighter, something a little more fun. So I was the biggest Honey Boo Boo fan growing up. I wanted to be her. I thought she was hilarious. I thought their whole family, like Sketty, if you're not familiar with Sketty, it's Mama June's specialty. It would be spaghetti, ketchup, and butter. And that was like their dinner every night. Honey Boo Boo Child then went on kind of like a hot Cheeto girl strike for a little bit after the show. But now I believe she's a nurse. I believe she is in nursing school to be a nurse. But there is some news out of that family. I know there's been so many like lawsuits with Mama June and Sugar Bear, and then she did like that whole big weight loss show and then gained the weight back and then like was on Ozempic, blah, 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 blah. There is so much going on with their family all the time. But Alana, Honey Boo Boo's older sister, Pumpkin, is now launching her OnlyFans career. And I know we typecast Chris as the OnlyFans specialist, so I figured if Aiden's around. Hi.
Hello, how are you?
Well, I'd be a lot better if the Honey Boo Boo family wasn't on OnlyFans.
It's so beyond to me. It's like, so yeah, Pumpkin's on OnlyFans now. Alana's older sister, Honey Boo Boo, she's on OnlyFans now, which is so beyond. She's charging it for $23 a month.
Oh, that's like kind of cheap.
It's cheap. I'm like, wait.
She kind of just giving it up. But you know what? I support women no matter what they choose to do.
Girl,
launch your OnlyFans career, but it does seem like a strange pivot.
1,000%. It's like, it's a humongous pivot. It's kind of like, I don't know, like there's not a lot about Pumpkin, I feel like that we've heard.
That's what I'm saying. She's kind of like out of the spotlight.
Yeah, and I wonder, like, so basically though, we did get this today.
Curious.
Her, the mom, let me see. She was defended. So Pumpkin spoke to us and said that she felt like it was her time after watching her friends make pretty good money, that it was time for her to get in on the craze. And she said the world has seen everything from everyone before and regarding other individuals. So she's like, might as well monetize it.
You know what? I kind of feel that. I feel like all these celebrities, all these influencers these days posting bikini pictures, posting like topless, turned around, like wearing nothing under a mesh shirt. Like, why not just get paid for it?
Why not get paid for it? Because also it's like, if you're gonna post it publicly, like, yeah, might as well just get paid for doing it anyway. And also support like workers, support sex workers before everybody, and protect everybody, support them.
I also think it's interesting. I wonder if Honey Boo Boo will be like the heir to the OnlyFans throne and kind of jump on that wave next.
And Honey Boo Boo is so funny.
She's a nurse now, I think.
She is a nurse. She's
like going through, is she in school still?
I want to say she is.
God, I love her. She went through that like hot Cheeto phase. That was when I really fell back in love with her brand.
I used to run around with that queen in VidCon back in like 2018
or
something. She's so silly. She's so fun. She's funny. she's running things. But yeah, like
I wonder, Mama June is like really into, she's like almost like a redneck Kris Jenner.
1,000%. Do you remember when they had that like wedding on the show with like all the camo?
Yes.
That's on my Pinterest board.
Wait,
like
I'm obsessed with that.
I'm about to walk in here fully with an entire camo fit on because of Mama June.
Wait, I think that's a really good idea, actually.
I would do it. Would you do it with me?
Duh. You know, I have those camo pants I'm obsessed with.
You do? Oh my God.
You know what we should do?
What?
We should find out what hospital she is a nurse at and like try to become patients.
What? We should.
I'll be like, help, I have a paper cut.
Wait, yes, we should honestly just walk in front of a Waymo.
Oh, she's in nursing school in Colorado.
In Colorado? Do they have Waymos in Colorado?
Yeah, I'm sure we could maybe drive one there and then just like trip over it.
They have buses.
Perfect. Pull little Regina George and then have Honey Boo Boo be your nurse.
Wait, that'd be so iconic.
But she was always like super like family oriented, like caring for her family, like into helping out her mom, blah, blah, blah.
1,000%.
So I feel like if I woke up and saw Honey Boo Boo standing over me, I think that's probably the safest I'd feel in like a hospital situation.
Low key, and also they're entrepreneurs. Like at the end of the day, like you think about it, like them even having that show was like, okay, like our family is like very fun, very ordinary, like very like, not ordinary, very fun.
Extraordinary.
Extraordinary. And like, and that, them doing a show is like them being like, basically, let me make money off of basically just what we do in the house anyway.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same accord. They're like, okay, like they know how to monetize something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Mama June is like a Kris Jenner. Like her kids are famous. Like, she has her own show. Oh, somebody said she is a neonatal nurse. So I think we might have to be pregnant.
Oh, I can figure it out.
Right? We could do like a watermelon under the shirt type thing.
Oh, we could. I'll put like a, what do you call it? I'll get a little bump or something.
Perfect. And then you'll spill water and I'll be like, my water broke. We need Honey Boo Boo.
Wait, yes. I have a little like pipette I could put in there.
Oh, perfect. Thanks.
It'd be so fun. Wait, we could so do that.
Oh, somebody said she's definitely overcome so much.
Oh, 1,000%.
I remember like that whole scandal with Sugar Bear, the stepdad who was like accused. He had like sexual abuse allegations. I'm not sure like what came out of that, but I remember that was like a really big deal for their like brand and their family. That was. When I heard Sugar Bear, I'm sorry, my brain went to Sugar Bear hair. Sugar Bear hair? Oh my God, I was like, what did the gummy do? Chat, I don't know if you guys were into the social media scene as we were in like 2017 like that, but all the influencers were promoting Sugar Bear hair, these like little blue gummy bears that were supposed to like biotin and like lysine that were supposed to make your hair and nails grow. And I remember like my mom was taking them, like I was like, Khloe Kardashian was posing with like a gummy bear in her lips, like and the bottle, like pastel blue. Yes, the James Charles Sugar Bear hair scandal with Tati Westbrook. That culture shift. Oh my God. That was beyond. I don't know. Can you break that? Can you just like give a brief synopsis of that for the people who maybe missed it? Ooh, I can give, listen, when I tell you I was barricade, I had premiere seat tickets to my TV when that thing went down. Yeah, so basically, Tati Westbrook she's like a beauty influencer. Like same world as James Charles. Same world. It's honestly a very important note that she is very much like mother, like as in like, the way she carries herself is very like professional, very like mother-like on like YouTube. James Charles is like, messy, like more like messy. And so basically she had like her own version of like supplements and like gummies that were like similar to the Sugar Bear hair. And she's really good friends with James Charles at this time. James Charles went on a brand trip to Coachella with Sugar Bear hair and he promoted it. Tati Westbrook just like posted this entire expose video being like, oh, I was very hurt because he did this brand collab, but then she just starts going into even more. She was like, he said that he wanted to have sex with someone at my birthday dinner. She said, and he said it at my birthday dinner. Like basically that iconic one-liner. Yep, and he said it at my birthday dinner. And he said it at my birthday dinner. I need that on a hat. Yeah, and then that sparked a response from Jeffree Star, because we all know Jeffree Star. One thing about Jeffree Star, he will insert himself. Shut up. He can't shut the fuck up. Like it's like inserts himself into damn near everything he could find. I'm telling you, if that might be my favorite thing about him, honestly. Like, if it was raining today, I feel like he would go on like TikTok and be like, "Hey guys, so today I put some water in the clouds, so we need to go to Wyoming and visit his ranch." Boots. He has a what do you call it? Makeup and meat store over in the valley in California. Wait, should we go? Oh, we should. Wait, is the meat good?
I don't know. I've seen it.
Is it like elk?
I will say I was doing some investigative journalism, and I was boots on the ground in that makeup and meat store. As in, I was just forced to go with one of my friends because we just wanted to see what was going on. It's kind of like fun in there. I just like I like can't support that man, but I was like, I just have to see. It's like a museum at this point. It was like you could buy a makeup mirror and you could buy a palette, and then right under that you could also buy some yak meat.
All right. We're doing a weekend trip.
We do. We also remember when the yak controversy.
Yeah. Oh, of course I do.
When he was like, "This is my bestie. Like, this is my yak." Like, he would make yak content.
Yeah.
And then he was like, "Okay, so now they're dead. We slaughtered them for jerky." And everyone was like, "Girl."
Girl, what?
And he was like, "Yeah, that's a part of the life." Mind you, he was over here saying that he would never he was taking care of these animals like they're his pets.
Oh.
Now they're being sold. Now they're being sold for $9.99 in the Valley of Los Angeles.
I'm crying. Wait, the pipeline from beauty influencer to controversial rancher is actually incredibly strong.
Listen, he took the name beauty killer way too seriously.
Beauty killer.
He took it way too seriously. We got Shane Dawson over here I don't even know, Timbuktu, somewhere in the world. Posting 55,000 times on Snapchat. We have Jeffree Star doing the same thing.
We need to do an investigative breakdown, a where are they now? But all of these influencers who were huge on YouTube 10 years ago.
Mama, some of them we'd have to go to the sewers.
Wait, truly.
Mama.
They're stuck in the Kia Asylum.
Girl, the Kia Asylum.
I don't think you guys know what the Kia Asylum is, but it's basically it's a made-up fortress where one-hit wonders live.
One-hit wonders, one-hit wonders, people that are just not really
relevant
anymore. Yeah. Just they're at the Kia Asylum.
Yep.
Named after Kaya.
Yeah,
Queen.
named after Kaya.
Kaya didn't do anything.
And now Kia Asylum. God, I can't.
It's
ridiculous.
Listen, well, I'm anyway, but yes, Mama June's on OnlyFans. Mama June.
We got a long way from Pumpkin's OnlyFans.
Listen, bye Pumpkin.
Yeah. Pumpkin, we love you.
We love you, Pumpkin. I hope you do so well.
You know what? If we each chip in $11.50, maybe we'll support you next month.
Listen, $23 minimum wage.
I'll pay her bills.
That's paying her bills. One person for a month. Listen.
I know. She got it.
If you catch me on, no, I'm just joking.
Goodbye.
Don't listen. Whoever's watching this, bye.
Back to the Kia Asylum you go. I can't. Oh, God, I could sit here and I didn't even realize how long we were just talking. I could probably sit here and talk all day with him. I hope you take a page out of our book and maybe do some digging into the Kia Asylum. Maybe ask the Gen Z people in your life about, Shane Dawson and Toddy Westbrook and the James Charles scandals and Jeffree Star's yak, because these are the moments that, these are the stories that built us. So for sure, yeah. Pokey Ninja goes, he gone. Yeah. He's working. I'm working late. Shady Ducky. What else did I want to talk about to you? Oh, I don't know. Luka might be filming a video at the... Oh, he's ready? Luka!
Hello, everybody.
Luka. I'm so excited to talk to you about Luka.
Yes, Luka Donic.
So I know we talked yesterday. I've been kind of being a little more educated in the sports world. We talked about Bam putting up 83 points. I mean, that's crazy. Game was a little messy. I can understand the controversy there. Now, Luka Donic got divorced, and now Tom Brady's dating his ex-wife? Wait, what? No. Wait, that's Scooter Braun. See, this is why I need help.
Okay, yeah, so
Who's he dating? Who?
What?
Help.
Okay. So Luka Doncic, Lakers star. I know there's a lot of you guys are Lakers fans in the chat. But yeah, so Luka Doncic, star from Slovenia, big name, one of the best players in the NBA.
Huge.
He was engaged, had his fiance for a very, very long time. They've known each other since I think he was 12 years old or something. So they've known each other for a really long time. Has 2 kids with her.
Damn.
Recently, it's come out that they're no longer engaged. His wife his ex-fiance is asking for child support. She moved back to Slovenia with his kids.
Wow.
He plays here in LA. A very interesting situation. We don't really know all the details of why she moved back, why there's just a lot of moving parts with it.
Yeah.
But recently, it was seen on, this is kind of how we dictate these kinds of things nowadays, is that it was seen that Luka Doncic started following Madeline Klein, star of Outer Banks.
Oh, yes.
On Instagram. She follows him, so naturally they're dating, right?
Naturally, yeah.
So yes,
that makes perfect sense to me. They're following each other on Instagram. He's single, so there's only one way.
So yeah, amid a falling out of fiancés, they're dating now apparently because they follow each other on Instagram because that's the world we live in now. So that's what happened, and it came out that they've actually never met each other. They actually just follow each other. So kind of a load of BS there. I mean, Luka's literally in the middle of playing in the season. I mean, they're both LA now, stars. 16 million people follow Madeline Klein. More, if not the same amount, follow Luka Doncic.
Yeah.
Really not the craziest coincidence in the whole world.
No. Also, don't famous people just follow other famous people?
You would think that's the case, but I mean, yeah. So, but apparently they could have been. I mean, they could have been dating, I guess. But I think it was just. What was that?
If they've never met, that might be hard.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, I think it just got intensified just because there's all this stuff going on with Luka Doncic right now, and his ex-fiance. So I think people were very like, oh, he's not doing this. Let's move on to this. Kind of discounting that a little bit. But yeah, that's the situation.
Do we know how old is his kid?
He has two daughters, I believe. One is still a baby, I think, and the other is maybe in that 2 to 5 range, somewhere in there. I'm not 100% sure.
That's really difficult that they move. I wonder if he will see them at all. That they're moved in.
He says that he hasn't seen them in a while.
That's really sad.
And that but his wife filed for child support, not custody, but child support and attorney fees. So yeah, very interesting. It's it doesn't seem like she's intentionally trying to keep him away from the children, because obviously that'd be a custody thing.
Yeah.
But she did move back to Slovenia, which would make it pretty hard for him to see his kids. He lives here in LA. So yeah, I mean it's a very interesting situation. That's why I don't want to say it's a messy one, because I'm not really sure what's going on there.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't seem like there's bad blood yet. I don't know, because I think if there was a custody battle thing, that would kind of indicate that that's more of a messy thing. But right now it's just child support. She lives in Slovenia. They're both from Slovenia, so that's
interesting. Is it Melania from Slovenia?
Maybe. I'm not 100% sure.
Wow.
But yeah, so that's kind of the situation right now. I feel bad for him. Obviously, you want to see your daughters. But yeah, that's kind of what's going on.
When is his season over?
So the season is at 20 more games or something like that.
Oh, dang.
And I think they will start the playoffs in May, I think.
All right.
Around there.
Hopefully things will be maybe ironed out by then.
Yeah, I mean, I think it'll be, I think the soonest we kind of get a real indication of what's going on will probably be after the entire season. So the Lakers are good, not great. So, I mean, if they make it far in the playoffs, that'll make it a little bit longer. If they don't, we'll probably maybe figure out a lot of stuff sooner. So
sounds like a plan. Well, Luka, thanks for always keeping us updated, because clearly I have no idea what I'm talking about.
Hey, it's all good. Love to educate.
Thanks. Yeah, that's exactly what we do here at TMZ. Exactly. A lot of education. Well, Luka, thanks so much.
Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
Peace. Oh, Luka. Oh, he's the best. I have really been trying to tap into my inner sport player, my inner athlete, I believe is the term for that. But yeah, Darren, ABC said, sad situation for him. Hope he's able to see his kids. That's what's crazy. I feel like if she's not filing for custody, I'm not too sure how she can just take the kids to Slovenia. And I don't know, how do they live there then without, are they then, do you have to become a permanent resident? Do the kids have to get visas to live there are they dual citizens? I have a lot of questions that need to be answered about this. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder also what's his contract? How much is he making? How much does Luka Doncic make? He makes about $46 million a year, 5-year, $215 million designated rookie extension. Oh wait, his salary. Oh yeah, his salary for the 2025-2026 season is $46 million. So he could probably afford the child support, but that sucks. I hope he, gets that together. Yeah. Shouldn't be allowed to. She shouldn't be allowed to take the kids without him. Yeah. Yeah. Poke Ninja, the internet not just for following people. I'd argue that's kind of exactly what it is. You like find things you like. I mean, aside from Google where you're just like doing research, but all social media is just about connecting with people and sharing things and following, which is a strange philosophy. I'd love to write a thesis on the philosophy of social media because I think it is incredibly interesting. Dopey Tripods at 46 million, so an average wage. Yeah. Yeah, about, I guess, what everybody else in the world makes, I'd say. Yeah, crazy stuff. We will head out to the floor in just a short 15 minutes. I know, just in 10 minutes, perfect. I won't let Kara get warmed up with the chat. I know it's her first day, so we'll get some high vibes with that. Let me give you a rundown of what we're talking about today, because we're talking about, this is where I was getting confused. There's a Tom Brady Scooter Braun story where Tom Brady was dating Scooter Braun. Let me Google this because I'm getting the names confused. I don't know my up from my down. Tom Brady Scooter Braun X. There's like a bro code thing going on. Oh, okay, that's what it was. So Tom Brady was like getting real snug with Scooter Braun's ex-wife at a party, and they left together. So I'm rooting for him and Alex Earl. I'm a big Alex Earl fan. I think she is just incredible. So I don't really like that this is happening. Also though, if I had a nagging ex-wife, not that I know this woman is a nagging ex-wife, but if I had like an ex-wife or somebody that or an ex-husband or somebody that I like broke up with or divorced, I think I might be happy to have them out of my hair with someone else. That's just a personal take. But we'll be talking about that. That was a long way to get there. But I was conflicting the Luka Doncic, Madeline Klein story with the Tom Brady, Scooter Braun, because I hear two athletes, to me, they're the same. To me, Luka Doncic and Tom Brady, they're the same guy. So yeah, we'll be talking about that. We'll be talking about Travis Kelce's Six Flags update. If you remember a while back, he became an investor to try to like revamp the park. But now with Donna's home renovations, who knows where this thing's gonna go? You know what I'm saying? Maybe the renovation company will build some roller coasters. We'll chat about that. The Jackson family feud. Janet Jackson, they went to go see the, Michael biopic. Some conflicting views on that. Heard it wasn't too great. The family didn't like it, but I'll leave that up to you. We have a Ray J, Kim K sex tape lawsuit update, which is crazy that we're still talking about this. Like, 15 years later? 9 plus 5, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 11 years later? 2009, I think. No, earlier. Please, chat, don't clip my math. What year was Kim K sex tape? Whoa. It got released in 2007, but it was from 2003. So that would mean it is as old as me. It is a 22-year-old sex tape. And then 22 minus 4 is 18. Nice. And yeah, we're talking about this now 18 years later, which is crazy to me. Ooh, WL said, I think this Janet shit is BS publicity for the movie. That's interesting take. I don't know if that's the case, but that's an interesting take. Oh, and then with Scooter Braun stuff, somebody said, why does he care? He's with Sydney Sweeney. Exactly, I don't think he does care, but I think people are like, bro, you should care. But I don't think he does. Yeah. Maria G said, can't we have a day without the Kardashians? So yesterday. But that's the thing, is they're not. They they really know how to up the ante and like just keep breaking headlines. So yeah. We'll be talking about them. I believe we have a UFC FBI kind of thing going on there at 10:30. Who knows? Brianna Chicken Fry, duh, love her. And Sam Altman. So I recently discovered, for those who don't know, Sam Altman is the CEO of OpenAI, like ChatGPT, all that good stuff. And I did I did a video on an article he did a while ago that he is using ChatGPT to raise his son. So there's that. But I don't know what we're going to be talking about Sam Altman today. That's interesting to me. Somebody said they saw the MJ Broadway show and it was amazing. I've been wanting to see that. My friend Allie saw it. Abby Lee Miller wig flu. Duh. It's Thursday, so perhaps a Tim's Rejects. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but I will. And then, obviously, the White House has been posting some insane videos. Do you guys remember this trend where people were making, you know, like when you bowl a strike or something, and the most, like, bull crap, ridiculous bowling pin graphic comes up, and they're, like, making a sandwich, and then they, like, cut the sandwich in half, and it's, like, split. Or it's, like, you get a strike, and they, like, it's just the most ridiculous kind of graphics that they use in bowling alleys, and it became a big internet meme that people were making their own and like making them like do insane things. Like it would be like a split, and it would be them like tearing, like old school, like medieval, like tearing a bowling pin in half, like torture, and they'd be like split. So the White House did that, but with like bomb dropping videos, I believe, on bowling pins. Uh-oh, that doesn't feel super good. Yeah. That makes me nervous. What else? Is there anything else in that? Oh, yeah. That's kind of a rundown for the day. We talked this morning a little bit about, oh my God, what was I going to say? Oh, speaking of like White House and stuff, we were talking about this morning, Jake Paul being endorsed by Trump. And Trump was like, I'm gonna, like, you'd be a great, politician or whatever. I think maybe we need to be hiring people with, like, political science degrees, maybe. I don't know. This is an idea I just came up with, so bear with me. But I feel like, I don't know, Jake Paul, I don't think I'm gonna be voting for you. He was, like, speaking at Kentucky at, like, a rally or something. And he's in a tan suit, which everyone flamed Obama for, by the way. Just a tan suit. And he is sweating through the jacket. Sweating through it's 40 degrees. He's outside. Trump is being like, this guy's the next great leader. Oh, we have it. Yeah, I don't know if you could see that sweat stain there. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it is insane. And look, I sweat a lot. You guys know this about me. I'm always complaining that I'm sweating. I'm reapplying deodorant 15 times a day because I literally just like can't stop sweating. But there's a point when it becomes a problem. And I think he's reached that problem. And personally, policy aside, if you're sweating, if you're nervous on stage, I don't know if I want to vote for that. I want you to be confident. I want you to be dry in the underarms. You're so confident. I don't know. LJ said he will never win any race. Jake Paul in politics, no, just no. Yeah, we already have a CTE president. Oh my God. He was nervous, ha ha ha. Well, don't be nervous if you want to be a political candidate. Well, I guess that's not fair because I'd be nervous, but like, maybe go out there with some confidence. No one told him to wear a black suit to hide the sweat. Somebody should have. Oh, back to Janet. Gobble, 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 32, gobble, gobble. About the Janet thing. She saw the movie review. She saw the movie Rewire. R-E-W-I-R-O-W. She saw the movie with some of her of the family of hers, and she did not like it. And some of her family did, and I believe they all did, and she did not, and that is all of tea. No, there's a little bit more. I think so. Jafar is playing Michael, I believe, and is a member of the family. And I think she was like upset with the acting performance, the makeup, like there was a lot of things she wasn't happy with, but I think at the movie, at the premiere, she was extremely positive about it and was like, it was amazing, I'm so proud, blah, 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 and then kind of like in secret was like, ugh, I hated it. So there's a little bit of tea there. But yeah, it's the sweating is a medical thing. Yeah. Jesus Christ, now you have a problem with Jake Paul just because of Trump. No, I had a problem with Jake Paul before. I don't think the Paul brothers are stand-up guys. I hate that, like, they started off as like, funny YouTubers, great. Then they had the Suicide Forest scandal, which automatically I was like, not cool. Then they got really into fighting. I don't condone violence of any kind. I don't know why, like, UFC fighting, boxing is so big. I understand it's entertaining to some. To me, it's just not. Yeah. Oh, 6ix9ine. My beef with Jake Paul has nothing to do with Trump, only him scamming his fans. I agree. I just don't like him as a person. If he was up there with Obama and Obama's like, you should run for Congress, I would also say, no, you shouldn't. I think I went to school with so many people who have political science degrees, Republican and Democrat individuals. I think any one of them would be a little bit better than Jake Paul. And that's my take of the day. I don't care what party you vote for. I just want to like you. And I don't like him. Jake would be a conservative. I would never vote for him as a TMZ staffer. No, if somebody I agreed with was of a party not of my own, I would still vote for them if I agreed with everything they stood for. I think we've gotten really, really divisive and really, really far from what politics should be. That's just me personally, though. But I don't want to bore you on a Thursday morning. Yeah. Oh my God, Gen 80 had no clue that they were brothers. Yeah. Jake Paul and Logan Paul are brothers. If you remember them from Team 10, Mavericks, they were hanging out with like Rice Gum and what's her name? This is Team 10, bitch. Who the hell? What was her name? Alyssa something, and Tessa. Wait, Alyssa. Team 10. This is Team 10, Corey. Who the hell are flipping you? Oh, Alyssa Violet. Were you a big Paul Brothers fan before they kind of went off the rails?
Not really.
Yeah, that's fair, honestly.
No.
Yeah, they're not. Yeah.
I had seen Logan because I went to college at OU.
Oh, wow.
But
they're from Ohio.
Yeah, and he went to OU.
Ohio.
Like it was.
Have you ever seen that? There's yeah, I'm in those whack-ass capris again, and there's nothing y'all can do about it. Thanks, Sam. Been a pleasure, as always. You have sisters?
I do not. 2 brothers.
2 brothers. Well, it doesn't make sense then why you're so nice and fun. You're buoyed up?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the terminology we want to be using. Buoyed up is crazy. Hey, Kara. I'm going to pass you. Do you want us to step into the light to do a little mic pass off? Or is it
Stepping into the lights, guys.
Let's see. Where's the... Hey, how you doing? You guys follow me right this way. Yeah, I don't think attention whore. All of Clarence, all they wanted to do, in front of the camera. Ridiculous. But, yeah. I personally would not be voting for a Paul brother, like, no matter what. I don't care what political party you're with. I just don't like you. So that's my 2 cents. Anyways, Kara, off to you.
Hey, guys. First time moderating that.
The YouTube chat as well, and the people will communicate
let's do that.
Communicate with you via chat.
What the people are saying.
Yeah.
First.
I just got really scared. I thought that was me.
What's up, guys?
I was like, why are you watching my videos?
You guys have seen me a little bit, but
yeah.
now I'm here.
Folks, come with your best foot forward, unlike you do for me. That's fine though.
Yeah, let's be nice.
Yeah.
No bullying.
But
in the chat.
it's Friday Junior. Vibes are high. Morning, Charles.
You had me saying.
He's sick of my ass, so I'm gonna go sit back down at my desk. So yeah, it's been real.
It's me now, Charles. First time moderating.
Excellent. Welcome.
Thanks so much.
And me, maybe. And I'm here too. So I'll be I'll be sitting down at my desk in my pilgrim outfit. So thanks, guys. Have a good one.
Hey, Kara. Hey guys. How's everyone doing today? Kara's pretty. No one's putting the H on my name. I'm just kidding. Hi, hello, everyone. How's everyone's day going? Currently, haven't had anything to eat. I'm very hungry. Hi, Kara. Always great hair. Oh, thank you. I randomly decided to bleach my hair blonde like 3 years ago. I'm talking like Justin Bieber 2015 blonde. And yeah, now I'm in my blonde era, going on 3 years. Kara already having crazy stories. Let's be nice to make light. Yeah, they be stressing me out, y'all. I get the craziest stories about murder and homicide and crazy teachers in Georgia. Kara's beautiful. Thanks, guys. Excited that you're hosting today. Me too. I've been wanting to get on this live stream. I like talking. It's one of my favorite things to do, so. Can we pick your lunch? Please, yeah. What you guys want me to eat for lunch? I already had to DoorDash some edge control this morning because my edges were coming up. So we can DoorDash something else. What should I eat for lunch? No respect on your name. Love your Elvis shirt. If I'm being honest, I do not care about Elvis at all. I saw this, where was this from, Zara? And I just like the colors. I really like brown. So yeah, you know, respect to Elvis, but not a big Elvis fan. Kara with the kindness. Where are you from, Kara? Fresh meat, first time. Where are you from, Kara? I'm from LA, but I grew up in Rancho.
Whatever, Kara.
You know, fresh meat. Hey, fresh meat. But yes, I'm from Los Angeles. I was born in Inglewood, but I moved to the IE, so I'm a Rancho baby, but I moved back to LA, so. Yup. Rancho Cucamonga. 909, baby. Kara wants Taco Bell. You know, Taco Bell does kind of sound good. Taco Bell, I don't know. I'm low-key a Del Taco girl. I like their chicken tacos. Kara, what is your TMZ backstory? I just graduated in 2025 of May. I was looking for a job, and I applied everywhere. And TMZ picked me, guys. TMZ picked me. Oh, yes, guys, we have a 10:30 interview. So 10:30 is now. Are we? Who are we talking to? Are we talking to the boob lady? You shouldn't be wearing an Elvis shirt then. Wow. I'm not saying that I hate Elvis. It's just, come on, you know the shirts in the store that you don't really care about the person. It's just a cute shirt, right? Kara, remind me of Kate. Me and Kate are in the same sorority, so probably get the same vibes. Not Taco Hill. I think of that cheerleader movie when I hear Rancho. Most people think of Friday, because they went to, Friday at Rancho Cucamonga. I'm a rep for my city at all times. Shout out IE, Riverside. Okay, Riverside. Riverside's cool. Graduated high school? Yeah. Well, I graduated college, y'all. But I went to Rancho Cucamonga High School. But then I went homeschooled for my last year for some crazy reasons that we will not discuss. Cali girl, what's up? Hey, where'd you graduate from? I went to Southern University in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Congratulations, Kara, on your graduation. Thank you so much. Yeah, Baton Rouge is a crazy place. My school is like 15, no, I'll say like 11 minutes from LSU. So I got the best of both worlds. Friday is the. But yeah, let's talk about you guys. We're talking about me so much. How's everybody's day going? What's everybody's plans today? Wow, pretty good job after school, in my opinion. Yeah, I would say so. I worked at this little Pilates, where did I work? At this little Pilates place for a little second, for like 2 weeks. Then I had to say, bye, TMZ hired me, gotta go. Yeah, are we starting soon?
Harvey's ready.
Let's walk around a little bit. Yeah, you know, I don't want to stay all stationary. But yeah, y'all, what they talking about now? Baton Rouge. Yeah. Hi, Mama, how are you? I'm doing pretty good. Elvis toasted peanut butter banana sandwich? What? Isn't Southern an HBCU like South Carolina State? Yes. Well, South Carolina State, is that an HBCU? Yeah, Southern's an HBCU. I went to a historically black college. I went to Southern in Baton Rouge for a year, way before you. Really? Okay, period. What are your lunch options, please? My lunch options, really anything. I had In-N-Out yesterday. I wouldn't mind Chick-fil-A. I low-key wanna, I'm obsessed with their spicy butter biscuit sandwiches. I always think about Friday the movie, yeah. We literally just talked about that. But yeah, give me lunch options, because I'm hungry, guys. I had a protein bar. She's a Southern belle. Why do country people say, I don't know. I'm not very country. I'm very much Cali girl. I had a big culture shock. What took so long for you to host, Kara? I mean, nothing. Not just fresh meat, new around here. No particular reason. Kara, you guys still asking my lunch? Who's asking lunch options? Sweet and low. What do you want me to eat? Let me know. I'm taking requests. Rancho isn't the first Friday movie. I was 14 when Friday came out. How old do I look, guys? You could well, you guys know I just graduated, so you're probably gonna know. If you didn't know the context I just gave you, how old would you think I am? My son just got a 4-year scholarship. Oh, congratulations. Period. My cousin's daughter's about to graduate from LSU. Yeah, LSU is a really good school. I like LSU. It's just so big. Like, some of my friends in their classes, they would have like 1,000 people in their classes. Like, no, I can't do that. I went to a very, like, small, intimate kind of school. Like, oh, wait, you went to LSU?
We love the Bayou Bengals around here. I didn't go there.
Oh, okay, wait, you know, I was gonna say she went to LSU. Oh, okay. Wait, you went to FAMU, Tawanda? Oh, period. HBCU, stand up. Somebody said 32. I do not look 32. 24. I'm actually 22, guys. 21. Okay. 22. You went to ski? Okay, we have a whole bunch of HBCU alum in here. Period. 53. Okay. You know what? I'll take it. 53. That's crazy. How about a chicken Caesar salad or a club sandwich, fries, or pizza? You know, a chicken Caesar salad doesn't sound bad. What's everyone's favorite food? Somebody said 26. I look 26. Oh. Grambling University stand-up. Okay. How'd you end up in Louisiana if you're from LA? Okay, crazy story. So I was going to go to San Jose State, and I just applied to Southern randomly. I applied to a whole bunch of colleges. I got like 30-something college acceptances, which isn't that much, I guess. But yeah, I just told my parents, hey, I'm going to Louisiana. I had never been, no family there, and I left. My mom was confused. Rancho was, Tawanda went to the same school. That's a good sign. Tawanda went to FAMU. But we're getting started with this live now, guys. Stay tuned.
Can you put him up?
So we're close to court. Anybody? Anybody? Kara? You're our ears, our eyes and ears.
You guys are saying take it on.
Okay, put Michael up.
Big shoes to fill.
Hey, Michael, it's Harvey and Charles. Can you hear us?
What's up, boys? I'm doing great, man. I can hear you.
Where are you? It's beautiful there. Where are you?
This is Boca Raton, Florida.
You're in Boca?
Spring break. Spring break for the kiddos, you know?
Ah.
Before we go into crazy heavy training.
Right. You're in Nashville, right?
I am, yeah. But I actually train down here pretty close. So we go to this little Boca Raton hotel place, resort for a couple days.
Oh, nice. Looks nice.
Yeah. It's not bad.
If the Gators don't get you.
I know. We haven't seen one yet.
I lived there for a year, and I never saw one.
You never saw Gator the whole time you lived in Florida?
Gator. Never saw Gator.
Yeah, I think it's a wives' tale. They're just big iguanas.
No. Yeah.
No. I've been to Florida. I've seen Gators probably 2-3 times.
The problem is most of the people who have seen them, you never see them again, so they can't.
Exactly.
You know.
They don't live to tell. They don't live to tell about
exactly. It. Exactly. Okay, here we go.
Well, it is no secret that the Trump administration, big fans of the UFC. There's a big event coming up, actually, for the first time at the White House in June. So maybe it's not a shock that Kash Patel, the FBI director, announced today that they are enlisting a few big names from the UFC to train FBI agents hand-to-hand combat, I'm guessing.
What's interesting about it is that the FBI agents go through training before they actually assume their duties. So now the question, what exactly are they, is the FBI really worried about in terms of why they need
How is this
kind
going to
of
change?
Exactly.
Right. Well, let's bring in one of the guys who's going to be involved in that training, Michael Chandler Jr.,
who will also, by the way, be fighting at the White House.
He's also going to be at the White House in June. We'll talk to him about that, too. So, Michael, welcome to TMZ Live.
Thank you guys for having me, man. I'm excited to go out there to Virginia and train these guys and gals.
So explain this, that they go through training already. And, you know, you don't think of FBI agents as sort of like cops on the beat that can, you know, encounter these day-to-day criminals where you have that kind of thing. It's a different kind of drill. So what is it that's the draw for training FBI agents this way?
It's a great question because, as you said, they already go through their training. But in mixed martial arts and really in any endeavor, we want to talk about this white belt mentality. What's a white belt mentality? You want to have the mentality that there's always something more to be learned. Yes, we are hand-to-hand combat experts in the cage. They obviously have their own type of training, but why not bring the two different thought processes together? Have that white belt mentality, and you can always learn something new every single day. So we're going to go out there and do some training, chop it up, talk about different scenarios, and have a good time and get better.
So, Michael, before this training begins, and when is it going to start exactly?
This weekend. It sounds like we're going to start this weekend, and then I'm sure they're going to have plans for the future every couple months, every couple weeks, whenever it's going to be.
Right. I mean, that's the other thing is that once you start this, if it is successful, that means that there's going to have to be a steady flow of UFC fighters going in to do this. But did the FBI give you any information about what these agents have already learned? Because, like, I know what you're saying, that you want to merge what you guys do with what they do, but do you have knowledge of what it is that they already know? Because I imagine they do have some physical. Yeah, of course. There's clearly physical training that they go through. Did they give you any of that information beforehand?
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that question? I had a call come in.
No problem. So before,
we got to fix it, Kim. Okay.
Sorry, guys.
No problem.
No problem. So before you begin that training this weekend, has the FBI given you any information about what the officers you're going to be working with, about what training they already have? Because you got to kind of merge what you're going to do with what they've already learned.
Yeah, no, not really. I think this is kind of the, the start of this. And quite frankly, even more exploratory, if you will, right? We come in with a certain set of skills. They already have a certain set of skills. I've got a run of show. I've got a schedule, so to speak, when we get there this weekend. And then we'll probably just continue to bounce ideas off of each other. And this thing will probably be a living, breathing thing as we continue to move forward.
Okay, here's what I want to know. More than anything, is Kash Patel going to be there, and is he going to participate in the training?
You know what? That's a good question. A question that I want to know the answer to as well. You know, obviously, I'm the type of guy, I don't ask a lot of questions. If you get an opportunity to train the FBI agents that are so important and vital to this country's national security, I said yes. So I don't know a lot of details on who's going to be there. All I know is I'm going to show up with my work boots on. I'm going to show up with that white belt mentality, and we're going to go out there and we're going to serve.
Kash Patel is a big fan of UFC. I will be shocked if he's not there.
He will be there.
He's definitely going to be there. Would you be worried about sort of showing some maneuvers and doing it with the FBI director? He's probably going to want you to, like, go all out and show everybody how this works. Would you pull punches, so to speak, with the FBI director?
It's a great question, and I definitely do not want to be the guy who breaks Kash Patel's leg or over the bone. It's like, hey, I'm going out there to, increase the stock and be of service, so to speak, not put Kash Patel, our FBI director, on the sidelines, the injured reserve list. So that would be an absolute nightmare. So, yeah, we're going to pull some punches. We're gonna get better in a very responsible way.
So I've known Dana for a long time. and he is a really focused guy. And I'm a fan of the UFC, and you fighters are super focused when you're in the octagon. I'm wondering, this is so different, you know, going to the White House, being on the South Lawn, doing this there, in front of the president, when he's been to events before, but this is at the White House. You a little bit worried just about the obvious distractions that can really create a problem in the octagon?
Yeah, I mean, it's a great question. You know, when we get into the sport of mixed martial arts, we want the biggest fights, the brightest lights, the biggest platform we can possibly have. But with that comes, you know, we're only human. Sometimes we get looked at like we're superhuman, like we are different than the average human being. We have our own things that we deal with, and we can be distracted just like you, just like everybody who watches. You know, I've fought at Madison Square Garden, the world's most famous arena, numerous times. That brings about a different level of pressure, a different level of notoriety, and you know everybody's watching. So, you know, it's one of those deals where you want to train, you want to focus on and be ready for those nerves and those feelings that may come. But yeah, fighting on the White House is something that has never been done before and most likely will never be done again. Fighting on the White House lawn with a bunch of world leaders possibly, and Donald Trump and his cabinet. You just got to keep the main thing. And luckily we got 13 and a half weeks to get ready, get built up physically, and get ready mentally and built up mentally for this process, and go out there and get my hand raised and raise the stars and bars on the South Lawn.
Yeah, and by the way, I was trying to remember the last time there's been a UFC event outdoors.
That's a good question. I'm not sure. You know, and who knows how much information we're going to get. That's one thing about this event, that we're probably not going to get only a fraction of the information that we usually get for these normal events. I think they're going to build a structure that is enclosed. Obviously,
yeah, because it could rain. It could rain. Yeah.
Yeah, if it rains, it ruins the whole night. Everybody pack it in. Never mind, the White House fights are not happening. You know, so they're going to have to. They're going to have to cover it.
I forget on the East Coast that they have to worry about rain. Like we're here, it rains 3 days a year here.
If you waited another year, you could have done it in the ballroom.
Yeah, exactly. Well, hey, who knows? I mean, you know, Trump will still be president a year from now, so they could do it again. Who knows? But we're treating this as a one of one that'll never happen again. So we'll see how it goes in the future.
Okay.
All right. Well,
Michael,
good luck at Quantico.
Yeah.
Good luck at the White House.
Put him in a headlock.
Come on.
Might as well.
Let's go. A little one. Come on.
I don't plan on losing on the White House lawn. I'm going to go out there. I'm going to put a beating
on
this dude.
No, we're talking about
cash.
No, we're talking about cash.
We're talking about Cash
and that
Patel.
too. Well, yeah, you tell Cash Patel I'm coming for him. It's going to be fun. We're going to have some fun.
All right, Michael. Thanks,
you, Michael.
See you guys.
That was fun. Okay, where are you guys? There you are. Okay. So what's doing today?
Is this right now?
She's in Austria.
Already, so we have
4:46 in the morning.
They're asking how much this guy gets paid.
You go over here and talk with Harvey.
Awesome.
Why don't we gotta like keep...
Yes, they're asking how much does this guy get paid?
We don't know how much he's getting paid. I mean, I don't think they're going to get paid like anything more than they normally get for a UFC event. I don't think that's going to happen here.
Andrina says, isn't FBI more investigative than cops who are more in
they are
contact?
investigative, but they do go out. I mean, they're not like cops on the beat, though. So, I mean, there are some people who think this is a Cash Patel thing.
These people are not into it.
Myself included, by the way.
Yeah, people are saying it's
Myself included.
Everyone's talking about his ears.
Who's, Michael's?
Yeah, because like...
Do you have big ears? I didn't see.
Because you know when you box and like your ears, like don't they naturally, what is it called? It's like
cauliflower ears.
Cauliflower ears, yeah.
Yes. Are you guys interested in the Jackson family war? I am.
Ooh,
I am really interested in that.
I have so much
there is a war going on between Janet Jackson and and really the rest of the family, but especially Jermaine. They are not getting along. And this documentary on Michael, this film, has really ignited this. It is really, they are pissed. They are pissed.
I hate that for them. Apparently Janet's not in the movie at all.
She
didn't want to be, so.
She didn't want any part of it, but she had plenty of complaints, I will tell you that.
Yeah. Well, Jermaine is kind of biased because Jafar, his son, is playing Michael, so it's kind of at that point. Are you guys gonna go see this Michael Jackson movie? Because I will be there wearing my loafers. I promise you. I'm a big Michael Jackson fan. I'm obsessed.
Oh.
Ooh, that's so hard. Human Nature, best song of all time. Then after that, we could go The Girl Is Mine, Remember the Time. Honestly, everything. I feel like picking one Michael song is like crazy.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Michael song? What's your favorite era of Michael? You know he's only 21.
We're talking Michael.
Yes. What's your favorite
I had a
Michael
question.
song? Oh yeah. What's your question?
Who wants to see Cash Patel put in a headlock? Anybody?
I'm weak. Anyone want to see that?
Look, I get it. I don't want to see him
Yeah. Someone say yes.
hurt. I don't want to see him hurt, but I think it would be funny, and I think it would be self-deprecating of the FBI director to actually get in the cage with one of these fighters and, like, you know, see what he's got.
They're all saying yes. They want to see it.
See what he's got.
It seems like you guys want to see somebody hurt.
He likes to talk a big game, so let's see him get it.
Yeah, the chat's going crazy. I think they want to see it.
And also, it would. No, also it would be good for morale for the troops, right? To show for the FBI leader, you want him up there showing that, look, I'm here just to entertain you guys. That's right.
Somebody said, I want whatever you want, Charles.
It's sort of like.
Who said that? Miss Black Beauty or Miss
Yes, Black Beauty.
I got a question.
You speak well of Black Beauty.
Who wants to see Charles get drop kicked or put in a headlock?
I'm sure there are a lot of people here who would like to see. And by the way, I would offer that up.
They said humbled, not hurt.
Can Devin do it to you right now?
Humbled, yes.
Humbled, you know.
Can
That's a
Devin
good
put you
way
in
to
a
put it.
headlock right now?
Humbled, not hurt.
Who
Right?
said
Can
that?
Devin put you in a headlock right now?
He wishes he could.
Me, Charles.
Devin?
Yeah.
Come on, Devin.
Devin?
He's my boss. And I respect my elders.
Y'all are funny.
Oh, the
what
old
a-
Devin with the
yeah,
old,
what a
I respect
little-
my elders. By the way, that's same excuse he used years ago when I beat him in an arm wrestling competition, but whatever.
Weak.
Oh, wait,
Okay,
now
some
he's
people
going
are
to say,
saying
and
no.
not only was he respecting his elders, but he was hungover, he was new,
Some people said no.
I didn't want to lose my job. He's got like a whole,
We're all ready for you. You can
he's
join
got a
the
whole
Zoom whenever you
list
get.
of excuses.
Everyone's
It's
still
fine, Devin.
talking Michael Jackson. They're not worried about that. Man in the
What
Mirror.
about what do we think about Michael Jackson? By the way,
Human Nature, best song all time.
I think it is. Did you guys see the story we did about Jermaine and
Harvey was just talking about
Yeah.
that. Janet.
Does Janet? The way I'll just say the way it read to me is that Janet had issues with the movie being made at all, and then when she was critical of it because Jermaine's son is the one starring in
He's
it.
kind of biased. He likes it because
Right,
it's the son.
Jermaine is gonna love it anyway, right? Because it's great for his family, it's great for his son, and the words that were used. We didn't hear this, but the New York Post had a source that said that Jermaine was saying, "Just ride the wave, ride the wave." Which
But then Janet
makes
is-
it sound like Jermaine's a little thirsty for the Jacks and this was
Yeah.
true when Michael was alive. It's sort of like, you know the old saying, rising tide lifts all boats.
Mm-hmm.
And the bigger Michael got, the
rest of
more,
his-
the better it was for the rest of the family, right? Because
Yeah.
suddenly their projects got more attention and they could get record deals. And so it sounded to me, based on that quote, that this is Jermaine saying, we can get back some of the
Yes.
Jackson glory.
Because
So
apparently
people,
our source said that Janet is jealous of Michael, and I just don't think so. First of all, Janet was the closest to Michael. She's not jealous of her brother. And she's pretty much, she's the most famous Jackson alive right now. I mean,
You guys don't think
She
Janet's
is.
jealous of Michael a little bit?
no.
no, I
Nope.
think she loved her brother so much. Like, she's
Just because you're
very
jealous
famous.
don't mean you don't love him.
I don't think she's jealous, though.
Envy. Brandon says it's envy.
I feel like Jermaine has more reason to be envious of his brother.
That's facts. No, that's facts.
Yeah, I was gonna say. He just want his,
That's
his
facts.
son
That's
to be
facts.
on
But
top.
Jermaine
Would be the one
is
that's-
certainly
yeah.
biased
That's
because
facts.
his son is, yeah.
Yeah, they said, I wish Michael had his own kids biologically. Oh, yeah. Yeah, well, let him tell it. Those are his
Hot
kids.
take.
Joined.
Hot take.
Nice.
And I'll fight you.
Those are not his kids.
Don't fight them. They don't want you to
Off
get
the
drop
wall.
kicked. That's crazy.
Better than Thriller.
Okay, okay.
Said it.
You know what? I'll take that. I feel like that's fair.
Oh,
I could talk Michael
shit. I
Jackson all
sent him
day,
the
y'all.
wrong fucking Zoom link. Tell him
Honestly,
I...
that's like a...
Anybody want to fight me?
I sent him the wrong
No, you know what? I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that.
My favorite song.
Anybody in the chat?
Anybody
Mad
in
at
the chat? No. Some people saying Off the Wall. No, somebody said hell no.
Off the Wall is just a deeper album. Like, I get it that I get that Thriller is a bigger phenomenon, but here's my point. There's no Thriller without Off the Wall.
That's true. That was like the foundation.
Off the Wall walked so Thriller could run.
No, we have booked him.
Or something like that.
Okay, that's the same. See, look at you. Gen Zer. They're saying Janet's famous on her own. Janet is not jealous. She's the queen.
Anakin.
She has so many hit songs. Janet's not jealous. What if something wasn't portrayed right in the movie? And Janet's closer to Michael, so she's probably like clocking tea. Like,
wait, isn't she here?
Yeah, but
she on?
Oh, no. Oh.
Yeah, if you don't like Michael Jackson, I'm gonna assume something is deeply wrong. No Michael slander. They all agree. No, they said bad is better than both. Wait, okay, I'm not gonna lie. No.
Oh, no.
You ain't bad. You ain't nothing.
Bad felt so.
Oh, that is on
Bad
that.
felt so derivative of Thriller. It's like they went in the studio and said, we need to make another Thriller. In fact, Michael's on the record saying, we need to make something just as big, if not bigger, than Thriller.
Bad was huge, though.
And so all the songs feel like you're trying to, like, recreate songs that were on.
Really?
I don't know.
Okay, I can see that. I mean, honestly, Michael has amazing songs. All the songs are equally as special. I love Janet and Michael, together and separately famous. Bad is better than Off the Wall. We've had, like, Kevin Murray, okay. I'm sorry, but I'm a Prince fan through and through.
Oh, that's off subject. Who said that? That's off subject.
Who said?
Yes.
Somebody.
I'm more of a Prince fan than Michael fan. But,
you really?
Yes.
No.
But that's off subject.
Nah. More of a Prince fan?
Prince?
No.
That's only because you don't know.
Yeah, maybe I just need to stay in
You
my.
just don't know.
It's okay.
lane.
I'm the Prince. Over my.
Prince was. No Prince slander, but
you needed to go?
I was gonna look around. I was gonna take a poll, but then I looked around.
Purple Rain. What's the other song?
See, you've already. You go Purple Rain, and then you go, what's the other song?
Oh, I Want to Be Your Lover. I like that song. No, his catalog doesn't compare to Michael's.
That's crazy, because I
just can't stop loving you.
What? The reality is, Prince's catalog is deeper than Michael's. It just is.
Roger.
Black Beauty.
Thank you.
Really?
I promise I'm gonna tell Charles.
We're going to Charles' computer.
No.
Summer, the phone. Yeah.
No.
Why?
You gotta send.
No.
Brandon, can you name 5 Prince songs? Gun to your head. Can you name 5 Prince songs?
I can name 2. You can name.
Blu-ray Corvette.
99, yeah.
1999.
Purple Rain.
Purple Rain. Lil Nicky.
Yeah.
Prince had more songs than
Darling
Michael.
Nikki, but yeah. But close enough.
Prince was a little sassier than Michael, not more funk.
Yeah, exactly. Can you name 5? Never mind.
Antonio says.
Can I name 5?
You got a music podcast.
I'll name 30 right now, and they're all bangers.
Oh my God. Brandon
He
says
said it. He
Prince
corrected
had
it.
Cooler vibes, a little less crazy. Prince was sassy though. He was.
Yes,
I'd be scared to be for him. He'll read you down.
Don't.
I like them both equally. I'm not gonna lie, I thought more people were just gonna say Michael like through and through. Oh, When Doves Cry. Okay, I know that one.
Yeah, When Doves Cry. Come on.
What's Raspberry Berry?
Raspberry Beret. She
Okay,
wore
Vanessa.
Raspberry Beret.
Thank you for that. Okay, well in our poll, Michael Jackson's 58%. So.
In a second-hand
Prince best guitarist ever.
Raspberry Beret.
Oh, I actually don't know.
I think
What, you think Prince?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Yeah, Prince wrote more songs for other people.
Prince cool. He cool. I liked Off the Wall, Thriller, Bad, Dangerous. Yeah. Tina Turner's better than both.
I mean, you can't look.
It's a different lane.
As far as albums, yes, Michael's three album run is unmatched by anyone, even Prince.
You can't.
You can't match.
You can't even try to
match those
compare.
3 albums. However, if you look overall at their full catalog, Prince has more quality albums.
Kevin Murray says, Prince knew how to play instruments. I'll give him that over Michael. Who could dance better though?
Why don't we like
Michael?
Because they weren't. Because they weren't. He didn't pack his albums, other than Purple Rain, He didn't pack his
Yeah.
albums with radio hits. So
That's
he
why-
would
why do
he
we-
would
why
make
can't
an
we not
album.
name 5
He would
songs?
make an album where he would have 2 or 3, really huge
Bangers,
radio
yeah,
hits. In his like imperial era where everything was good, like, but he didn't do like a Thriller or Bad,
Yeah.
where every song was made for the radio.
Barbara
You
says,
should
I
do
like
this topic
Eminem.
on your
Actually,
on your
spam
show.
comments
We should.
saying
Before
that
the
you
movie
like
comes
Eminem.
out.
Okay.
This is a good,
I think
this is
you
a
should
I
good
just named like 4
idea,
For Off the
Tana.
Hook.
Prince
That'd
put
be
on
fun.
a
I would watch that.
concert, and his guitar skills were insane. Well, I haven't
These
seen
guys
either in
drew
a
me
concert.
into a.
So.
They drew me
Let's
into
let's
a.
ask Harvey.
Going to live now, guys.
I know what he says.
Prince or
he's
Michael,
Michael.
Harvey?
Oh, okay.
He's Michael.
He's Michael.
Okay. Thank you.
They drew me into a Prince versus Michael debate.
We are
Making
on
sure the girls
live
look
now.
good.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Role model. I'm changing this, so forget it. Got it. No, this one's not doing so. Yep. Hi, Summer. How you doing? It's Charles and Harvey. Can
Hey,
you hear us?
Summer.
I'm good. How are you?
Excellent. Thank you for joining us. And I know you're up super early.
Yeah, it's like 5 a.m. right now.
What part of Australia are you in?
I'm in Sydney, but I was out, so I was awake anyway.
Ah, okay.
We were chilling. We were at the casino.
Any winnings?
We won like $300. That was it.
That's a success.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah,
Any,
it was a
any
little
night
bit
at a
of
casino
success.
where you don't lose is a success.
Yeah, true. So true. And we just went to the strippers and we gave all the money to the strippers.
Even better. See that? And you're helping the community.
Yeah, they deserve it. They deserve it so much more than we do.
All right.
Okay, here we go. I'm sorry, let me just check one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Screenagers.
Okay.
There is a young woman in Australia who is going through something that is, it seems like every day you learn. We talk about the human body every day and like how amazing it is if you can
get through life
and not have something horrific happening within your body. And what she is going through has taught me.
It is a miracle.
This is a condition I didn't even know existed.
Right.
But Summer Robert is going through this. At the age of 28, she has an R-cup bra size because doctors have told her that her breasts will continue to grow. I don't know if they even have a limit where or when it would stop.
And she cannot get breast reduction surgery because the breasts will grow back.
They're gonna grow back. It's called Macromastia, and she was diagnosed 3 years ago, and now she is trying to get through life with this condition. So she's joining us now to talk about this. Summer, welcome to TMZ Live.
Hi, how are you?
We're good.
Good.
I am just fascinated that, is this something that it must have just progressed and progressed and progressed over a period of years. So I'm wondering, because the fact that you were just diagnosed 3 years ago is stunning to me. You're 28. So what was going on when you were 16 and 17 and 20 and 21? As you're watching this, what were the doctors telling you? What were you doing during that period where you didn't know?
So I've always had like large breasts. Like I've always had big boobs. Like my whole life. I think I never actually was like an A cup. I went straight to a C cup when I was 8 years old. So none of my friends had boobs, and I just randomly woke up one day and had massive boobs. But I used to like hide them all the time when I was younger. We went to try and get a reduction when I was like 13 to 14 years old. And they told me no, obviously, because I was a baby. I was too young. And then I tried to get another one when I was 17, and then they told me no again. And then this just kept going up. This kept happening as well. I kept trying to get reduction after reduction because I didn't understand like what was going on.
But
I would imagine
when you were of age, like when you were 21 and 22, when you could do it, what happened then?
They still said no. Like they had been saying no from when I was like 21 to 25. Really.
Why?
Because they would say that my BMI was too high. I'm not so I'm from Scotland and we have like different national health service than you guys have.
Right.
And there's like different criteria to get surgery, right? So they would say that my BMI is too high because my boobs weigh too much. So they wouldn't actually perform a surgery on me because my BMI was too high. So I could never actually get
only that high. And your BMI was only that high because of your boobs. So
because my boobs, yes.
So I'd imagine that what the doctors, one thing they said to you when you were younger is that, did they just think you were this was like an extreme case of puberty, which obviously now they know that's not what it is, but did the doctors when you were younger say, just ride this out, you got to go through puberty first?
Yeah, that's literally exactly what they said. They were like, it's just puberty, it'll be fine, you just have a large chest. But it just continuously started like growing more and more and more. And then when I was 25 to 26, that's when I grew 11 sizes in a year. And I was like, okay, this is a little bit out of hand. Like I didn't really understand it. And then that's when I got my diagnosis and they told me it's actually a diagnosis, actually macromastia, instead of just like puberty. You've not just got big boobs, you actually have a condition where they'll just continuously grow. The doctors don't know if they will stop growing. They can't say that they won't stop growing. They can't say that they will stop growing. They no one really knows much about it.
I'm just thinking, it's like, you said you grew 8 sizes in a year,
11.
and if that continues, if they don't know, and it does continue, I mean, this could just be debilitating for you. And is there anything they say they can do? I mean, can they reduce it and just keep doing it as it grows back, or what?
So they've said that like they could, if I go to America, they're not going to do it in the UK because they don't actually see it as like an extreme thing. But if I go to America, I spoke to an American breast reduction surgeon, and he said, yeah, I could totally get a reduction, I pay for it, whatever. But they're just going to come back. Like they'll come back like within a year or so. So there's really just no point. It's just something I'm just gonna have to like live with. And I love them now, so like I live with it happily. But they're just gonna come back if I get one now.
I don't know have they told you how rare this is? And maybe that's why they don't know.
When I got diagnosed, that doctor didn't even know what it was. He literally printed off a Wikipedia page and handed me the Wikipedia page because he didn't know anything about it.
Okay.
Wow. So do you have trouble, how do I put this? And what people can't tell because you're sitting down is I'm told you're 4'11". So to have that cup size at that is got to be very painful for you. I would just imagine on your back.
Oh yeah, it's so painful. I have to wear, so the other day I went for a hike with my friends. I'm in Australia with my friends, like just having a good time right now. We went for a hike. I had to wear like a back brace and a corset because if I didn't, I would just be like continuously like hunched over. I'm hunched over right now, obviously. I'm always hunched over. But you can imagine it's like 30 degrees or like, I'm not sure what that is in Fahrenheit. So 30 degrees Celsius, and I'm wearing a corset.
So you have kind of made lemonade out of lemons here, so to speak, by joining OnlyFans. And I'm wondering how that goes. Does this become, a huge attraction on OnlyFans? Have you seen that kind of traction with people who are following you now?
Oh, for sure. I used to really, really hate my body. Like, I used to genuinely hate it so much because I hated all the attention that I got. But then after I joined OnlyFans, I realized that I'm actually like super unique and like beautiful, and all of my fans and all of my subscribers made me feel like 10 times better than like anyone else has ever made me feel. So now, even if I was offered a reduction and they told me that my boobs wouldn't come back, I don't think I would take it.
Really?
Yeah, I think I'd be, because I love them so much, and plus they made me rich. So
So the OnlyFans is going that well. You would say it's made you rich?
yeah, for sure.
All right. Well, that's definitely that's a big cup of lemonade.
I did not know about this condition. This is fascinating. We really appreciate you joining us.
Thank you, Summer.
Of course. Thank you so much for having me.
Enjoy your holiday in Australia.
Thank you. I will. Thank you so much.
Wow. Well,
that's interesting.
Macromastia.
Miss Princess says my back hurts just
Macromastia.
looking at her.
Wow. 4'11".
That's very small.
I wish Netta was here so
It's
How tall are you?
roughly, I'm 5'8".
Okay.
So actually, 4'11" is more like.
Yeah, like right here.
Yeah.
Miss Money Mo says she could have put on a different shirt, but I get it. She got to show the story.
What is she gonna wear? I mean, but honestly, what is she going to wear? There's nothing she can wear that's gonna conceal that.
Yeah, size R. Y'all don't know how big that is. Honestly,
Y'all are talking about the size R. I'm talking about being 8 years old with a C cup.
By
You
the
know
way,
what grade you're
by the way,
eight?
they
You're
should have
like
known
in
at that point because who's
8?
Who has puberty hit that hard
No, but some,
at 8?
I don't know. Some people.
I mean,
I understand you go to puberty early, but
yeah,
not
but
like
to have
that.
C cups at the age of 8 years old, yeah, like Charles.
Honestly,
you
it's kind of
should've
like
known.
a blessing and a curse, cause like, yeah, bigger boobs is cool, but not that big.
Up to a point, and then it's just pain.
You know what? I
And then
wish
it's
you
just
guys would have
pain.
asked her.
Double
I felt
Ds.
badly for her. Like,
I wish you guys would have asked her
Dia
about
says
dating.
good for her. Okay.
Like, is dating like hard for her because she thinks that people don't take her seriously because they just want.
They just want her boobs.
I want. He got
Yeah,
into the
it's
when we
cool.
got in the OnlyFans. I wanted to ask her what it's like to just walk into a room.
Is that something you say?
Because
on
when you
first
walk
date?
in a room, every single person.
I've read some stuff. She basically
gonna
said,
look.
yeah, there's eyes, there's comments, there's.
Quite literally, they enter the room
But I was
before
gonna say,
she
but
does.
at the end of the day, if I'm sitting down and I see, again, she's
Shut up,
4'11".
Parker. I didn't say it. It wasn't a joke.
She's
Parker's
4'11".
over here laughing his ass off. I didn't
Ryan,
mean it
Is there
as a joke when I said
thing-
that her boobs
is there
enter the room
such
first.
thing as too big of boobs?
Oh, I don't want to get into this.
Okay.
Even
Devin?
for like hygienic purposes. Like,
Devin
But
says
you're
there.
back to
Devin
and
says
Devin,
yes.
Suddenly,
Did you put baby powder under your boobs so they
Devin's
don't
got
sweat?
a lot of work to do.
No, he
Whoa.
said yeah. He said there's a such thing as too big of boobs. Was that too much for you to handle?
I didn't see that.
Would you like me to?
Ooh,
Here, I'll show you. Is this too much for you to handle?
Oh, way too much.
Okay.
Someone says I had a C cup at 8 years old. I'm sorry. I was
Really?
9 when and they were
But did
pretty
they?
big.
But did they?
Maria's a
But did
faithful
Maria
person.
grow? How do I put this? Grow
if
into
you don't,
them.
Yeah, if
Like,
you don't mind
Yeah, did
telling
your
us,
body,
are you still a
Are
C
you
cup?
taller?
Are you?
So it's like, you know, when you're little and short and young, your boobs, yeah.
Also, Maria, how tall are you? Because again, the 4'11" is also
4'11" is like
taking
because
me out.
if she's 5'10", 6 foot,
Yeah, that's.
It's more proportionate.
manageable.
Yeah.
Right.
I feel bad for her.
What'd you say?
Is her daughter gonna have big boobs? Is this like a genetic type thing? Oh yeah, they're gonna, cause when you're pregnant, they plump up, and then when you have your baby, they just go down. So, yeah. It reminds me of Carrie Hilson. Okay, cool. I'm flat-chested. Hey.
Michelle wants to make sure that 4'11" is about this size.
Wait, how tall are you?
Can you come around? Can you come around, Rochelle? Can you come around?
How tall are you?
We have a 4'11"
You're
person.
5'8". I'm 5'5".
He's 5'8".
Let's stand back to back.
He's 5'8".
For real?
I'm sorry. I'm not gonna.
You're just gonna come over here challenging me?
I'm not gonna play with you like
Believe
that.
me.
How
Yeah,
short
I'm
are you?
not gonna call out.
4'10"?
For my people.
Are you 4'10"?
4'11".
With the heel on?
Are you
too?
sure?
Let me take my shoe off. My feet
So
are
I was
down.
right.
Wow.
Right here.
And that means that her are like all the way
my God,
out
that's so
here.
All right, we don't have to do all that.
Okay.
We don't have to do all that.
Let's not
What?
bully
Let's-
people today.
Wow, 4'11".
Danielle says, I feel like I would want.
We go back to
I would
the
not want to do
Prince
with
Michael
sweat
Jackson
underneath them.
conversation.
Yeah.
How would you guys?
I'll stick
Do you
my
guys
itty bitty. Me too.
Do you guys watch Charles's podcast, Get to the Hook with Eric? If
You should
don't,
check
you
it out.
should. And
Get
we
to
were
the
just
hook.
having the conversation about Michael and Prince, and we were saying that would be a great, the movie's coming out soon.
Yeah.
That'd be a great topic for Charles and Eric to hit on their podcast. Would you guys watch it if they talked about that? Because you guys are
I feel
very
like,
into
I feel like
it.
I'm alarmed at how many people are uneducated
I
in
am
Prince.
uneducated on Prince. I'll be the
Everybody
first
knows
to tell
Michael,
you.
and they should know Michael because he's
I'll give
phenomenal
you a
and all that.
pass. I low-key feel bad. I'm 32. I can't name 5 Prince songs gun to the head.
When they included Purple Rain in the Stranger Things finale, and I was looking online and just seeing all these people going like, wow, I'm just discovering, wow, Prince has some big songs. I was like,
who is this guy?
Where the fuck have you all been?
Maybe because he died so soon.
What year did Prince die?
He died
Michael
years
was
after
2009.
Michael. So
wait, let me ask you.
Michael
what year
died
did Prince
first.
die?
I'm gonna exit the chat. Whoa.
Prince died in 2016. What?
Yes.
I
Oh
was
my gosh,
definitely
you
old enough
guys.
to know that.
Yes.
2016 is the best year
We
ever.
broke that story right here at TMZ.
I'll tell you.
Oh,
I will tell you.
TMZers.
One of the, I always say this to people, they go like, do you ever just get like jaded to the news because you cover it? And I said, yeah, sometimes you do. But then there are days where you cover something that like you feel really personally.
Oh, yeah.
It's rough. I'm just, I'm not saying anyone's gonna feel sorry for me, but I'm just saying, remember that experience of actually hitting the publish button that day.
Oh,
yeah. What about
when
Michael?
we
Were you
confirmed
sad
that
about
Prince
that?
died. I was sad about
guys
Michael,
broke
but
up?
I will say this about Michael. One, as I've already said, I'm a bigger Prince fan, but I loved Michael too.
Who should do this?
It wasn't as shocking.
Because he was already kind of going.
We've talked about
downhill.
this on some of our documentaries, but like, we'd been seeing some really bizarre behavior from Michael, and we saw him sort of walking around in a fog and like coming out of doctor's offices and being out of it. So there was already an inkling that like something wasn't right. We didn't know what it was at that point.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a tremendous shock when he died. It was sad, but it wasn't a tremendous shock. Prince,
Someone asked.
for those who don't know, Prince was, because if you don't know his music, you definitely don't know this, that he famously, the story on Prince was that he didn't drink, he didn't do any drugs, he was a very straight-laced guy, and he always talked about it, and nobody ever questioned it. And nobody had ever seen anything that would make you question it. And so that's the way it was always believed to be, and it wasn't until it was like, I can't remember now, was it a week or 2 weeks before he died?
How did he die, though?
A fentanyl overdose. Accidental fentanyl. So what we found out, and that's why it was way more shocking when Prince died.
Oh, yeah.
Because
Barbara
it was
said
only
Michael
the week
wasn't surprising
before.
at all.
Right.
Yeah.
Prince totally was. So sad.
Dang,
day.
that's sad. Yeah.
Sad
Baby Tony said it shocked me when Prince died. I cried when Michael died. Yeah, me too.
I was gonna go to A1. I cried when Whitney died.
Tippy top.
Oh,
God,
yeah.
that was.
No, when Michael died, my mama called me because I was like
Matter of
9.
fact, I just thought about it.
I cried.
was, really good friends with Bobby Christina.
Oh.
Birthday was last week, March 4th.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Chrissy.
sad.
Rest
Didn't
in
we
peace.
die in, like-
Daniela Brendan.
All right.
No. No, he's. Oh, yeah, he is.
Clover clearly says Prince was a hard one to lose. Yeah, he was. He was. Both of them died from drugs. It's horrible. I agree, Brandy.
You guys can find Charles's Get to the Hook podcast on YouTube.
Wherever you get your podcast.
It's actually a really good podcast if you enjoy
Apple,
music.
YouTube,
Tune in.
Spotify.
Black Beauty's definitely gonna tune in. They're not playing.
All right, guys.
Hmm.
Well, that's another good episode, Charles. Just like, maybe not, never mind.
I'm gonna think it out a little more.
Yeah, it sounded good real
gonna
quick,
flesh
and then
it
I was
out.
like, wait, there's too many.
I was only 12 when
Where?
We're gonna.
What are you looking at? Oh,
Nothing.
Harvey's
I'm ready to
looking
go
at his
anytime
line.
you are.
really? Because I see you looking at the.
No, let's go.
Secondi. A little zupa.
Zupa. That's his line.
This is not floating my boat either. Okay, let's go. Here we go.
There you go. See, did you notice? We're just looking at your T-shirt.
Oh, yeah. I don't care about Elvis at all.
You're wearing it without knowledge.
Yeah, I honestly don't think I know one Elvis song.
I may be stopping down just so you know if some calls come in. So here we go. Welcome to TMZ Live. There is a war in the Jackson family over Michael's biopic. The family watched it the other day, and Janet and Jermaine got into a blood feud.
And it is still going on because they have completely differing views of this movie and how it was made, and all the decisions that went into the production. Janet was not thrilled with it.
She hated it. She hated everything about it. She hated. She hated the acting. She hated the music. She hated the makeup. She hated everything.
Right. So now, Jermaine, and we should say this, that what we have been told by our source is that Jermaine and most everyone else in the family who was there that night watching the screening of the movie, which comes out next month, they were applauding it. They thought it was great.
Janet's boyfriend was there, and what we're told is that he stood up and said, that was great.
Yeah, so even he was on board, at least in the room, but we're told after that event, there was a phone call between Jermaine and Janet, and that's when the real feelings came out. And I think this is really relevant, is that, remember, Jermaine's son, Jafar, is the one who is playing Michael. So immediately you think that, of course, Jermaine is going to want to support this movie. And not only does he want to support it, he wants the whole family to support it.
Well, Jermaine was involved in the production of the movie. Janet was not. And we're told that she declined any participation, and that the way it was put to us, and there are obviously factions here, the faction that's not on Janet's side says to us that if she did participate, she'd only have a bit part in the movie. They're saying
this
that
comes down to envy.
And that side is saying she has always been jealous of Michael, and that it has spilled out into this movie. And by the way, the other person that I believe, and I'm not positive, but based on what I'm hearing, the other person who I think was not crazy about it is Randy Jackson, who is now Janet's manager.
Janet's manager, right.
And so you've got a huge split. And they were saying, I will say that the people on the other side are saying kind of nasty things about Janet, saying her career's in the toilet.
Right.
So it's an all-out war.
I don't understand, if Janet was offered the opportunity to be a part of the project, be in it, how can she then have a negative opinion when she could have been in the room, been on the set when they're putting this together?
Hold on, something's wrong with the...
I'm on mine.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Okay.
Zach, do we have his audio now? He's on the one wired. He's hardwired. Okay.
Thank you very much. Get that on there.
This should be faxed before, guys. This just messes the flow of this whole thing up, guys.
Okay. What did I say?
Okay.
So you're saying I don't understand, yeah.
Yeah, to me it's confusing because Janet obviously has a negative and strong opinion about this, but if she's offered the role to be a part of the production, how can then she go sit in and
because
say,
she hated
I don't
it
like
from the
this,
get-go.
yeah,
I don't think she probably didn't like the idea of them even doing the movie. And remember, the estate, the Michael Jackson estate, is involved in, they are the producers.
They're the producers of the movie.
Right.
This is not something that erupted, during the screening of this movie. This is a feud that has been more than simmering for a period of time. She said no because she felt it was never going to be what she wanted it to be.
Right.
And so,
and why get involved if you know that every step of the way you're going to be fighting with the estate
and losing losing because Jermaine is on the estate is on Jermaine's side of this thing.
Ultimately, the estate's going to win, not Janet.
And it's very clear to me that when you look at the estate, which is controlling everything, they are on squarely on Jermaine's side here and not on Janet's side, and that has become more than evident.
And who gets money? Who gets the money? Does it go to the estate for
Just
this
the estate.
movie?
The estate.
So not each individual family member is getting
No.
a certain cut that's involved in
I mean,
this.
whatever they're getting from the
Like,
estate, they would
Janet's
get.
not going to get anything. She wasn't a part of it, right? But
Well,
if she's a part of the estate, no?
Yeah, the estate has nothing to do with this movie in that sense. Michael's kids are the primary beneficiaries from this estate, and a lot of this money is going to charity too. Michael was broke when he died. This estate now is worth, I think, in the $1 billion range now. I mean, they've made a ton of money.
Yeah.
And so I don't believe, my recollection at least, that his siblings are really participating a lot. His mom gets something based on a deal the estate cut, and I think some of the kids get a stipend that the estate cut. But in terms of the lion's share, goes to his kids.
But I don't think that this is about Janet wanting money, right?
It's more the
Janet
envy.
Jackson
It's-
is fine. And the part that doesn't add to me, what is very clear to me from the people we spoke to is that this rift, yes, they're fighting about the movie right now. This rift existed before the movie was even thought of.
Yeah.
That rift was there.
Oh, yeah.
And the part that doesn't add up to me, because of and I say that because of the venom that was used describing Janet. Janet and Michael, by all accounts, were the closest of the siblings. So this thing that she's always been envious of him, I don't know. It doesn't add up, at least, to anything that we've seen or heard publicly, but who knows what's going on behind the scenes.
The only thing I would disagree with you on is that it's not about money. Yes, it is. Money has made a huge, huge difference with everything in the Jackson family. Randy has had some money issues.
Hold on, I'm not talking about the other siblings.
No,
I'm talking about Janet.
No, I'm talking
and
about
Janet doesn't need money.
She may not need it, but money has always been a really big thing
for all the siblings,
including Janet.
Of course, but not Janet doesn't need it.
She doesn't. Need,
the other siblings
need, the word need is a very relative term.
She wants
the word need is a very relative term.
Kendall Johnson, Birmingham, Alabama. And I would say a lot of this just doesn't make sense to me because, first of all, Janet's career is not in the tank. She still tours, and she's touring right now. She's touring right now and very lucratively, you know? And I would say there's always been a level of love and respect on both of their parts. They've been very public about how they feel about each other. They collaborated on Scream together. So I would think there's probably just always been a fair amount of sibling rivalry between two very successful siblings.
Correct.
By the way,
that is very well said.
I just want to say,
and accurate from everything that at least anybody in the family has ever said.
I love her. And I'm not saying all these things that we got, I'm not co-signing on. I love Janet Jackson. All I know is that there are people in that world who don't. Who
Yes, that much is very clear. And I'm sure some of them are siblings.
There's people that agree with both of you guys. That Janet's not jealous now, but that at a point in time she was when Michael blew up and she's trying to get.
Here's the telling part, and we didn't hear this from the people we were talking to, but in a New York Post story, there was a quote that Jermaine said at the end of the movie, get everybody ride the wave. Get on board, everybody ride the wave. Jermaine knows that Janet is the most prominent Jackson.
Yes.
So he wants and needs the most prominent Jackson to be out there as a cheerleader for this movie.
Well, he knows
And the
that,
fact
but he
she's
knows that's not going to happen.
And that's why he was saying to everybody, ride the wave, because Jermaine has, and this was true when Michael was alive, they know that if Michael gets this big, anything involving Michael gets this big, they come
go
up
up.
also.
Yeah. And they are with the movie.
He's riding the wave. That's what he's hoping to do. So,
but I don't think they need Janet for this because the movie itself is Michael.
Facts. I do agree with. No, that I do agree with.
They don't need it, but I think what Jermaine is upset, he doesn't want what is happening. Anybody he doesn't want any. He wants them to be unified. If it's better if
you don't think he
everyone
wants
is saying
his
they
son
love
to
the
get?
movie.
Can I tell you something?
You don't want his son to be the new Michael?
I think the movie's going to do better because of the war.
The war.
Everybody's
Everyone's going to go see it.
Everybody's going to pick
you
sides
watch it
and
then
pick
you got to
sides.
pick sides.
Yeah.
Right.
You don't think Jermaine was like, Janet, just sit this one out. Let my son get all the glory. We don't need you. This is a Michael biopic.
Not the way that family works.
All right, well, going to Devin next.
Yeah.
You can stay there.
Where are we going?
Devin.
What are we doing?
Tom Brady, Scooter Braun.
Okay, let's do this.
Great job. Did you do your lunch or?
No, I don't even know.
No
what-
lunch today, guys.
Yeah,
he doesn't need to eat. It's fine.
Yeah, I got a hot
he's
date.
got a lot of-
I got a
lot
hot
of
date. I
stuff.
can't bloat.
This is so embarrassing.
You can have a seat. You can sit here.
Thank you. You sure?
Should we tell them?
No.
You think Tom Brady? Huh?
This thing is.
Okay.
Since Tom Brady has been living the single life, we have seen and heard about him dating, hooking up with,
Alex
getting
Cooper, maybe.
lots of different people.
All
Most
sorts of
recently,
people.
Alex Earl.
Alex Earl, excuse me.
And that was the most recent one, but there have been a handful of others. Well, the latest one is maybe kind of surprising considering who Tom's friends are. So there was a birthday party last week, and it was at the home of Jeff and Lauren Bezos. It was for Lauren's ex, Tony Gonzalez. And at that birthday party, Tom Brady is there.
Which is so interesting in itself, but go on.
So you have, exactly. So you have Tony Gonzalez, NFL legend, celebrating his birthday, and the GOAT of NFL quarterbacks, Tom Brady, of course, is there.
Oh, but somebody else is there too. A lot of people are there, but.
Sitting at the bar, we're told, next to Mr. Brady, is one Yale Cone Braun.
Braun should
as in
that should ring a bell because that is Scooter Braun's ex-wife. And what we're told is that there was something going on between the two of them.
They were not only hanging out together.
They left together.
Right. They hung out, spent a lot of time together during the party, and then left together.
The thing is this, that Tom Brady and Scooter Braun are good friends. You may remember that during the Bezos wedding.
Yes, last summer in Venice.
There's Tom Brady and Scooter's
and
there.
Orlando Braun. They were like the gang of
Orlando
three.
Bloom.
Orlando Bloom. What did I say?
Orlando Braun.
Orlando Braun. And Orlando, the three of them were hanging out all weekend.
And the funny thing is that we're told Tom Brady was kind of making a play for Sydney Sweeney. Sydney Sweeney is now Scooter Braun's serious girlfriend.
Right.
So now the question, is there a bro code here that's been violated? Is Scooter Braun enraged at his good friend Tom Brady for dating his ex-wife, maybe?
Hooking up with. We don't know if they're dating yet. We haven't. For it to be dating, we've got to see them more than once together.
Okay, so whether it's hooking up or dating, is he pissed off? Does it violate the bro code? We have an answer.
This is very important because we've talked about bro code for years. And for Scooter Braun, there's no bro code.
Well,
no bro code.
He for sure is violating the bro code. Honestly,
Bro
he for
code
sure is
is not an
violating the bro
individual-
code.
No.
But as far as Scooter's concerned, he's not upset about it at all. He doesn't care at all, which makes sense.
We're told.
Which is what we're told. But it makes sense. He's moved on. He's in a very serious relationship. This is his ex-wife. They clearly got divorced for a reason. I don't think he really cares who's hooking up with his ex-wife.
So then by definition, he's not violating bro code because there is no bro code.
He is violating bro code. It's just that Scooter doesn't
gets
care.
to determine if there's bro code.
No, Scooter doesn't subscribe to bro
Yeah,
code. That's
exactly.
the point. There is bro code, which is stupid, but he
You just don't have bros.
It's on a case-by-case
you don't
basis.
have bros.
That's not true. And the idea of a bro code means the other person you're talking about is property.
But also,
and I don't think you want to look at people as property.
No, I'm not saying you have to look at people as
that's
property.
kind of what you're saying when you say.
But you're also not trying to hook up with your bros' girls.
But if you do, like in this case, so what? It's not your wife anymore. They divorced, and it wasn't a particularly friendly divorce to begin with.
For sure.
So what what code is violated?
I don't know. There's a billion other people.
Well, she's a free woman, and she can date anybody she wants, and so can Tom Brady. And if
Devin.
Yeah, exactly.
Why don't you let go of this antiquated
Tom Brady
code?
can hook up with whoever he wants. So why
Devin,
would you choose your friend's ex-wife?
Because
they had a nice they struck off and I struck up a conversation.
If all of a sudden I started hooking up with your ex-wife, would that not be weird?
I think your wife might have a problem with that.
Yeah, well, no, I'm saying if I was divorced.
That's a pretty good question, though.
That would be weird.
My name is Courtney, and I am from Broward County, and this is my take on the whole Tom Brady dating that man's ex-wife. Well, listen, I feel like anybody can date whoever they want to date. It's not violating bro code. If they were done, I don't think it's no problem with it. Let them people live, and who's to say they even dating? They could just be having fun like everybody else do. Let them be them.
Let them be them.
Exactly.
No code, right? No code, right? No code. Say no
None.
code. Exactly.
No code.
There you go. Okay.
Devin, stay away from my wife.
I don't know. It keeps shutting. I've been having to press it.
Oh, thing is, it's not an X, but go on.
Oh, my.
Harvey.
Second talk now? Yeah.
What?
We're live, dude.
Honestly, I don't. You are.
saying no bro code in
I forgot about that live stream. Damn it.
What did you say?
No, because sometimes I don't see the camera and I just don't remember. Shit.
We need a different code.
Yeah, does bro code exist?
Anyway.
So the chat is saying.
The chat is saying, Barbara says, well, this is what Barbara says. Why is he complaining? He has Sydney Sweeney, the gold digger.
Oh, come on.
Sydney Sweeney doesn't need the gold dig.
First of all, Sydney Sweeney was with a guy for 8 years who made way less than her. So that's
I'm not a
bullshit.
Sydney Sweeney fan, but I would never call her a gold digger.
Do you not get my point, though, that you've never had to subscribe to bro code, ever?
Let me.
Never been a
Is
fight.
bro code?
No, let me
Okay,
think.
but Devin, hold on. Before you even answer that, just because he doesn't have, but if he has gay friends, that's just because they're, so it's bro code. That's still bro code.
That's true. Yeah,
Just because they're not boyfriends. Yeah, what are you saying? He has
same principle.
friends, exactly. What are you saying?
Vanessa says bro code is
Yeah, what? So Ryan's saying, so what? He ain't got no bros because yes, there is.
With some people.
You heard him?
Yeah, Devin, simmer down. Sit your ass down, Devin.
You are. Yeah, you gotta learn. You gotta learn.
I'm learning this.
Weak.
Get out of there.
Renee says,
Okay.
Derek.
I think it's
What are we doing
the
here?
other person knows they hear it first.
Kim and Chris. Oh, right.
I agree with that.
Have you guys ever broken bro code? Charles? Harvey?
Ooh.
Anakin? Oh, Charles is shaking his head like,
broke
yup.
bro code?
No.
No.
I did.
You did?
Yeah, once.
Really?
Yeah.
6'9"
Yeah, but it was not a problem.
For the bro?
I mean, yeah.
You talked to your friend
Yeah,
about
it wasn't a problem. It was open.
Okay. 6'9" says bro code only exists when no
Yeah, me
females.
too. Yeah,
No, it was open.
He says it's fine.
Does bro code only exist when there's no females around? That's what 6'9" says.
It's the opposite.
Wait, yeah, what do you mean when there is females around?
Derek, you ever broke bro code? You ever dated one of your friends' exes?
Oh, man, I've been there.
Oh, you have
God.
not.
Oh, Jesus.
Joker's Wild says Lauren be getting around.
Did
she
I?
definitely landed the big fish. You guys are mean.
You know what?
Tom Brady is
Okay.
It's Tom Brady.
Give me
the
a
big-
place.
Yeah, he's the
Not,
big
not
Charles, I
Breeza,
swooped
somewhere
in.
else.
You did what, Derek?
Mary had some exes, but I swooped.
Yeah, I know she did.
I swooped. Hey.
Yes, she did.
I swooped and she never looked back.
Alexa, anything?
Bro code low-key doesn't exist. Now,
Yes,
girl
it does, yeah.
Girl code is a different thing. We don't break girl code.
Can you
Really?
try that woman
Girl
again?
code is no more. No.
Yeah, it is.
It's the
Girl
same
code is
concept.
more like
Chop, chop. Here we go.
Same concept.
Kim and Kanye. Here we go.
Men don't
No,
care.
Kim and Chris.
Yeah.
Chris.
Baker one.
Men pass their stuff.
Okay, here we go.
Somebody's lying. Somebody is lying, and now someone may be lying under oath.
I think there is a way of saying nobody's lying here.
Well, the people, the candidates for lying are in one corner, Kim Kardashian and her mother, Kris Jenner, and in the other corner, Ray J.
So
because they have...
This has got to be about the sex tape, right?
It is definitely about the sex tape and a new declaration under oath that Kim and Kris have made.
So you should remember that Kim and Kris are suing Ray J for alleging that they were under a racketeering investigation, a defamation lawsuit. But in all of this,
and then he
the sex tape
countersued
came up.
them.
Yeah.
Right. He countersued them, said that they have violated an agreement they had to not publicly discuss the sex tape. So that's why he's suing them. So they're going back and forth. But yesterday, Kim and Chris filed a declaration.
Can I stop you for a second? You should know that Ray J has been saying now for quite a while that Kim and Chris were behind this sex tape. That you know,
it was all organized. This was not something that was sprung on them.
And that Chris was engineering it. Chris picked one of two of the sex tapes that she felt was the best, and that they sold it to Vivid Entertainment. So Ray J's been saying this for a long time. The Kardashians have been denying it publicly, but not legally.
Right. Legally, now under oath, they have said that they had nothing to do with the distribution of this tape, that they had nothing to do with staging this tape, staging the shoot, the sex shoot.
So here's the problem with this.
I don't get how they can say the staging part. I get they can claim they had nothing to do with the distribution.
No, the distribution is the biggest problem because the distribution means that when Vivid Entertainment got its hands on this tape, they have to get a sign-off of the two people. If you don't get a sign-off, you are saying, sue me for everything you make off of this tape and more.
It's business suicide. No company would do that. Vivid is a company that depends on getting consent so that it can legally sell these tapes and make a fortune off of it. Now, Chris, in her declaration, uses her words carefully. She says, as a mother...
They sued. We should say, they sued. Correct. It's true that they did file a lawsuit against Vivid, the Kardashians, but then they withdrew it.
That's right. And one of the things she says in her declaration is, I did not file a, quote, fake lawsuit against the porn company that released the tape of my daughter in order to defraud the public and create buzz. Now, it is true. She filed a real lawsuit. So you can make that statement under oath that you didn't file anything fake.
I get that part of the statement. And I even get them claiming, and I know you're right, like legally there's no way Vivid could do it, but they can claim that we weren't involved in the distribution. They can say that in a declaration. The staging part I don't get because...
There's less wiggle room there.
There's a camera there. They both knew that there was a camera while they were having sex.
Well, Kim knew for sure.
Kim knew.
She was playing to the camera.
Of course.
Kim knew.
It's a produced porn.
How do you say that you did not...
There she is playing, I mean...
How do you claim you didn't
This is not a hidden camera.
Yeah.
The shoot.
And by the way, this is not the tape.
Yeah.
I mean, it's...
So we're showing you what we can.
Yeah, but it's... she knew there was a camera.
Chris has given herself...
So I don't get around that. That part is... Seems like perjury.
She's given herself less wiggle room. She says, as a mother, the notion that I orchestrated or produced any sex tapes involving my daughter or was in any way involved in the creation or distribution of them is not only untrue, but deeply offensive. That's less wiggle room for her. It's not like the Bill Clinton, what do you mean by sexual relations, sort of playing with words. She is sort of directly saying it in that
what
sense.
she's really addressing is what Ray J has said, which is that they shot two tapes, one in Santa Barbara, one in Los Angeles, and Ray J...
Sorry, one in Cabo and one in
Cabo, I'm sorry, and one in Santa Barbara.
Yeah.
And that Ray J claims that Chris is the one who picked the one that would be best to distribute.
Yes, that's right.
She's clearly
She's saying in no world would I ever be
her.
involved in any way, shape, or form in peddling any tapes of my daughter like this. She says she was devastated.
Can I
by
just
it.
ask if you could sit in the peanut gallery in one or two cases, Lively versus Baldoni or Kim and Chris versus Ray J, where do you sit?
It's not even close.
Duh.
Not even close.
Duh.
Ray J is entertaining.
Justin who?
Right.
Hi, Gina from New York. If she allegedly was looking at these tapes and picking which one, she's not going to admit to it right now because of how that looks to her as a mother. Think about it, sitting down as a mother, watching which sex tape we're going to pick out that's going to skyrocket your career and make you a billionaire. That's how her career was built off of it. But the whole thing is Ray J's mother right now is coming forward saying, I'm not going to be silent on this anymore. And many know the truth. So either someone's lying under oath or there's a whole other story that they're just not telling us. But the core problem here is if it wasn't them, then who was it? And why? Why does this real answer stay hidden?
I do not know. By the way, if it does end up going to trial...
They show the tape.
Well, yes,
well, yeah.
There's that. Can't they have the people from Vivid who are involved, would they not be called as witnesses?
100%.
So doesn't Chris... I just don't get it. Like,
Well,
if they're lying,
maybe that's in Chris's favor. That the star witness is going to be Steve Hirsch, who was the owner of Vivid at the time.
But when they sign that contract, obviously there are NDAs, right? So the people at Vivid probably signed something saying they're not going to talk.
Under oath, they have to.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, under oath, they have to. So ultimately, the star witness is Steve Hirsch.
Damn. That's crazy. I bet $1 billion the Kardashians are lying.
You don't want floor then? Yeah, no,
that's
no
fine.
Floor, no floor.
No. Ray J's gonna give himself.
Hold on. Talk to the camera.
Ray J's gonna give himself a heart attack. Wow.
I'm actually surprised Ray J's mom has entered the chat, to be honest with you.
Me too.
Miss Norwood, Miss Norwood she stays out of the...
What's her
no,
name?
it doesn't seem like it. Norwood?
Norwood?
Yeah, no floor.
We need Ray J back on the TMZ bus. Yeah, that was cool.
No, Ray J, I've decided to ban Ray J from the TMZ bus for a little bit.
Did he do something crazy or something?
He's always doing stuff crazy.
Yeah, it's Ray J.
You gotta take a seat for a minute.
Kardashians probably pay them to stay relevant. The Kardashian show was only good back then. Y'all think that for real? It's a lot of Ray J slander. Ray J needs to go away. Stop clinging to the Kardashians for 5 seconds of fame.
What are we doing here? He is face of Six Flags.
I don't think any of them. Yeah.
I love Six Flags too.
Ooh, yeah.
What's your
X2? You know the one that's over the freeway?
Yes.
That one.
Amazing.
My
Superman?
Aunt was bad, but it was fun.
No?
They tore it down.
Superman? Oh yeah, they took Superman. That was one.
Batman.
Full Throttle.
Ooh,
Full Throttle. Is that I went to Knott's Berry Farm recently.
What's that one that Pony Express?
Pony Express. Accelerator.
Accelerator's good.
Montezuma's Revenge.
Yes.
Harvey, are you a roller coaster guy? You like roller coasters?
No,
shit.
Okay,
you like roller coasters?
let's do this, guys.
You can do it whenever.
I love roller coasters.
Stand there instead.
Okay.
1 minute.
Okay, here we go. Is there sound?
No. So, is this a Travis tweet or Six Flags tweet? And you never just joined.
So is this true? He's really the face of it now?
Yeah. We knew that he had invested in it. I guess part of the deal was we'll also be a brand ambassador. How many jobs does Travis Kelce need to pay for this wedding?
This is a good one, though. This is a good one. Very light lifting.
On the heels of him announcing he will be back for his 14th season in the NFL, he will also be a brand ambassador, the new face of Six Flags. The amusement park company announced that Travis will be in this role. And we already knew that we knew last year that Travis had invested in Six Flags, which, by the way, totally makes sense. This is like a childhood dream sort of coming true for him. He grew up in Cleveland Heights, in Ohio, not far from Cedar Point, which is now owned by Six Flags. So he's been enjoying Six Flags rides for his entire life. And now...
on the Six Flags side, it makes total sense that he is a guy known for having fun. And he's the perfect... I mean, if you had... I don't know, Gwyneth Paltrow doing Six Flags, it wouldn't really make sense.
Doesn't fit.
But Travis Kelce makes total sense.
Absolutely.
It's a good move.
So it's a good move for him. And, maybe, I don't know, maybe we can get Taylor to go ride a roller coaster with him on the honeymoon.
Maybe they get married on a merry-go-round.
Okay, slow down.
Okay.
You have to move too far. You're going to go to Ryan Nauman's desk.
Okay, where is this?
Okay, Charles will talk to the chat. Charles, we didn't get to ask you, are you a roller coaster kind of guy?
I'm not.
What?
Nope. I mean, I'm not saying I won't ride them, but I don't look forward to it.
I love them. The more loops, the more upside downs.
Nope.
If the bars don't go across like this, I don't want to ride it. If it's just a lap bar, I mean, it's a little...
I enjoy a good...
Janet?
Love the roller coaster.
Harvey, the chat's wondering why you're not interacting with them today.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just...
I know why.
No. I'm dealing with some...
Sometimes you can just tell when he's having a day.
No, I'm not. It's just there's stuff that I'm dealing with here.
All right, you're good. No, you're good. That's fine.
I'm sorry.
Fucking captain's talking out of fucking school over here.
Sorry about that. Okay, here we go.
This is where is she saying this?
Why is, like, okay, so. We're doing 3 minutes on this?
Oh, hopefully she speaks for
What block is this?
240.
What is this? D1? No, no. What do you have for, boob lady might actually work.
No, the chat love.
Yeah, use the boob lady. Yeah, it's D.
Where did we have her before?
No.
Oh yeah, no, she works.
D.
Definitely works.
Okay, so now we need E, right? We can do both. What?
Sam Altman is him talking about AI as a commodity.
Wow. We have. What do you have as F?
Jackson, be prepared.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we're scraping. Nothing worse than.
There was something I wanted
white
to
sneakers
do.
getting.
One.
No, it's more of a cream.
Something I wanted to do.
Don't say white.
Yeah, for cream. Sorry.
This wasn't an invitation for everybody to talk about my shoes.
Slander.
Off-white.
What was on the show today? What was in the morning meeting? What did we do? We did.
Chat, are you guys Melissa, you roller coaster? You seem like a
We
thrill
did.
seeker.
Big roller coaster.
Brandon, you're a oh my God.
The chat's saying they love a heart-thrilling roller coaster.
I love a heart thriller.
Hold on. After Janet, you said what? Hold on, Courtney.
Brandon,
After Janet, what was it?
Come with me. Yeah, we'll just stand right here.
Hey, Chad.
The bigger the thrill, the better the
roller coaster. Better. Have you been on California Screaming?
No, I don't. Oh, the roller coasters I don't do are the straight drops.
I love those.
What?
Like Tower of Terror.
No.
Well, those little Disney rides don't really mean nothing.
I'm not doing straight drops.
I like those.
Okay.
I like the lines. That's what's
Gotta get a fast pass.
Yeah, that's what I
It's
do.
worth it.
Let's do.
Do the fast pass.
Oh, I think we should do Jake Paul and Donald Trump.
Oh Lord, I definitely ain't got no one for that.
And his sweaty arm.
Babcock, you said you were done.
Jake Paul was a sweaty guy,
Babcock
guys.
told me he was done. He doesn't. Are you done or no? How much longer?
What's
Okay.
talking about?
All right.
Go ahead. And Kara do great together. Oh, thanks.
I like role model too.
Nice. Are you okay? I heard you. Where are you from?
LA. I'm from here.
Did you live in Louisiana?
No, I went to school in Louisiana.
Are you Tulsa?
No, Southern. Yeah. I'm from here though.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love
Tower
Louisiana.
is nothing. Yeah, I love Louisiana too. The
down.
food.
The Bayou Bengals, the food. Oof.
The food, but y'all, you get big when you go down there.
Even the people.
Drop some weight.
Remember we had who was that? My favorite booking of all time, James Carvell.
Yeah, let me start this one.
Who is? What are you? Which one? What are you doing?
Do you have sound on this?
Charles, what are y'all doing?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Is this Jake Paul Trump?
Jake speaks at the rally, introduces Trump, and Trump talks about.
We'll be going to sports for this.
Yeah.
We need a minute because Babcock's still over there. They need to build it, so we need a minute.
Okay, so let's just talk about what we need for it, and then we'll figure out
So.
Okay.
I
Come here.
believe.
All right, so you guys know what this means. Janet, you're clear. Thank you so much. Show is switching some things around.
Some things around.
We're letting Harvey and Charles figure out what assets they want. Babcock's going to be on this segment. He's shooting some social stuff. Why don't you explain to them how you guys find your social content and post the social videos? Like what makes a social video go on TMZ?
Yeah, let's talk about that. So every morning we come in, y'all. We scan the internet. We scan our emails. We go through all of our TMZ alerts. And basically, we get all creative freedom, which is what I like about it. I get to pick like, oh, Cardi B and Nicki, what happened? And I get to report on that. So it's pretty cool. We just kind of pick what people would like. And I feel like our team, like the social team, is like very Gen Z and like millennial combined. So like, it works, you know? It really works. I like picking the stuff that I'm into. Of course, I do the stories that are sad and tragic, as you guys know. But at this point, that's an interest of mine too. This new lovely lady's a keeper. Oh, thanks. Kara, what's your favorite emoji? What's my favorite emoji? I don't know. Yeah, leave Jake Paul to TMZ Sports. Thank you.
I saw a viral story that you guys could have posted yesterday.
What story?
Did you see those 2 teenage girls that were in the back of the police car, like laughing
I
about
did see that, yeah.
I'm surprised you guys didn't do that.
Yeah, somebody did pitch that, but guess it wasn't interesting enough.
What? They were in the back. Did you see the story? There's 2 teens that were picked up and arrested. The judge just recently, or yesterday, said that they're staying in jail. They're 14 and 15. They were planning a murder, and someone told on them, and they were in the back of this cop car laughing.
Yeah.
Well, at least it wasn't a school shooting we were planning, ha ha ha.
That's, I mean, still.
Insane.
That's still just as bad. Did you see that? It was, I think, a 12-year-old got arrested. He said he wanted to, like, kill his classmates. And, yeah, it was crazy. It was bad. Let's not normalize that.
Let's definitely
Please,
not.
Keep a grip on your kids. I like your personality. Is that what you meant? Thanks. I'm sure I like your personality too. Backpop covering Trump. Wow. Okay, that's mean. Let me not read that. Kara, I'm gonna give you a sunflower emoji. Thanks. But yeah, y'all. What's y'all favorite story of the day so far that we talked about? Personal favorite is mine with the lady with the boobs that won't stop growing. Seems like a struggle. I'm part of the itty bitty titty committee, so I don't know what that would be like, but seems crazy. I love the Biggie shirt Tawanda's wearing. Oh, she is wearing a Biggie shirt. I like the Elvis shirt. Thank you. I love my morning/noon time routine with y'all. Oh, I love that. What time is it? I looked up like I can't look at my phone. 11:53. Yikes! These women are trying to act like crazy teen boys. I mean, nobody should act like that, though. Send me those shirts, not the TMZ ones. Kara, do you have any makeup on, and is it all natural? I do have a little bit of makeup on, guys. I have a little bit of concealer and some mascara, but all natural, everything else. Charles is always my favorite. That's great. Love that. Babcock rules. Well, you will hear from a Babcock shortly. Kind of been a real slow news day. I mean, I wouldn't say so. We're talking about very important things like Janet Jackson and Jermaine Jackson having a beef. That's important. Week. Hey, Melissa. Barbara Stamp. Barbara, you've been in here the whole time. We appreciate you. You are tuned in. I support Babcock. Babcock will be next. You will hear from Babcock. And I think we're talking about Jake Paul and him appearing. Where was he at with Trump? He was somewhere with Trump, y'all. I'm not telling the story, but I just know his armpits were really sweaty. And he wore a tan suit. Never wear a tan suit if you're gonna be sweating. That's like, let's go.
Hope he doesn't.
Babcock, we need to now. Jake Paul, yeah, they're, huh?
What am I doing?
Jake Paul, Trump.
Oh. I was going to say, I thought I was doing the...
You have to go past that. You have to move on.
Oh, I don't want to be in the back. I'll just go over there.
You'll be a new candidate for high office, and it is in the vein of President Trump, in a way. Some think this is actually a spitting image. In some ways.
In some ways, yes. There was an event yesterday. President Trump was out campaigning. He was in Kentucky and was joined on stage, in fact, was introduced by none other than Jake Paul. Now, at first you might go like, Jake Paul has always been a vocal supporter of President Trump, so that makes sense. But when the president started speaking about Jake, he made it seem like this was not just...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's something
brewing.
going on.
Okay, so we played Jake introducing him, and then Trump said...
Yeah, Jake introducing him.
Never afraid to speak the truth, and I know you guys aren't. We are here representing the United States, and it's just a blessing. Thank you, Mr. Trump. We need more factories like this thriving all over the country, and I know he's going to be the one to bring that here to us. I know God is with us. I know he wants us on the right side of history. And everyone here has to love you, Kentucky.
So the part you need,
you need to put Trump saying.
You need Trump saying.
You need Trump saying that
that guy.
He's destined for high office. Okay, here we go. So I got to say,
You think that was more than just banter?
Do not discount this. Jake Paul, I got to say, I've done this job for 20 years, and I've seen people come and go. Jake Paul was a joke to a lot of people, as was his brother when they were YouTube stars and they were goofing. These guys have a business sense. They have a sense of people, what moves people. And I'm not talking about their politics because, you know, you're going to get half the country whichever way you go. But don't discount him if he wants to do it. I really believe that.
Totally discount him.
I would not.
I
would not discount.
I don't know why we always. And I know where you're going to land on this, Lucas, because you're a big fan. And by the way, I agree with you. Jake and his brother are brilliant entertainers and businessmen, but why do we always... No. What is this thing why someone's successful at this, and then we immediately have to elevate them to say, oh yeah, they're going to be... Oh yeah, he's going to be president. Why do we need to do that?
You're missing something.
Let him do what he's doing.
You're missing something. I'm not saying he's going to be good or bad at it.
I'm not saying whether he's going to be good or bad either. I'm saying he shouldn't do it.
Why are they automatically discounted for being famous,
if he does it,
I don't get that.
He can succeed at it. That's what I'm saying. He can actually get elected. That's what I'm saying. He can get elected.
Why do we discount people just because they were on TV or they're famous? Like,
no, my point is, why do we have to immediately, because they're good at this, we immediately have to say, you know what, that person should be in office.
No, people do that.
Because people do that. And I'm saying that we, as a nation, should stop doing that.
He's shown he can run companies, taking a company from the dirt.
The ship has sailed. The ship has sailed. The ship has sailed. And if you look at it, I mean, Ronald Reagan was a movie star.
Right.
You know, and...
You're going to, fine, I get it. You're going to throw out the same handful of people that you always do. Hold on. But that doesn't mean...
Jimmy Carter was a peanut farmer. You know, and it's like Arnold Schwarzenegger was a movie star.
No,
I can give you a million examples.
No, you can give me like
job
five.
called politician.
You can give me like five. You can't give me a million.
Let me give you one who could actually possibly win the presidency if he ran. Never been in elected office. Mark Cuban.
Oh, yeah.
Mark Cuban.
Yeah.
No political experience. If he ran, he could be president.
Yep.
Sorry.
Yep.
Hey, this is Alex Plank from Beverly Hills, California.
Whatever you're going to say, Alex. I love the glasses.
Thanks. I agree with everything that you guys are saying in regards to the fact that anyone can be president. I mean, we've clearly seen the fact that Trump's president, and again, you mentioned Ronald Reagan, who, many people would say was not a very good president, but the fact of the matter is that people will vote for people who they recognize.
Right.
And I think that social media has really changed the game and made that even more possible. So I think that this may have just been a, publicity stunt for the UFC fight for the White House, but that's just my opinion.
I listen, I'm not saying that he couldn't win. I'm saying stop saying that just because someone is popular for doing something in entertainment that they automatically must run for office. Yes, they can win, but that doesn't mean they should.
Well, Stephen A. Smith says the money ain't there.
Here we go again.
The money ain't there. He would do it if the money was there. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, chat. What are y'all talking about? The chat's saying Jake Paul will lose fans after seeing those sweaty armpits. Hey.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? I think I agree. We need professionals. Americans are idiots. Yeah.
Harvey, the chat's saying you know politics well. Do you think Jake will actually run? And if so, do you think he'll win?
I have no idea. It depends on how much Jake Paul, because Jake Paul could amass a fortune if he just stays in business. So I don't know what his desires are.
The chat's saying, don't you think it's crazy a YouTuber could potentially be the president?
No.
You got a reality star as a president now.
Yeah. That's insane.
What did anybody? George Bush. What did George Bush do?
No, my point is,
why?
If Jake Paul, I'm not even saying, like, if Jake Paul decides.
The office I can agree with.
Yeah, I'd like to run for office. Great.
Yeah.
But this need for us to push these people into it because they're popular and we like them doing this thing. Hey, you know what? Go be president.
It helps.
I said,
it gives you a leg up.
I said the same thing when everyone was like, oh, The Rock should run for president.
Yeah.
Why?
No, I know. But it gives you a leg up because everyone already knows them. So it's a big help.
But just because you're on YouTube, that shouldn't disqualify you.
I'm not saying it disqualifies you. What I don't
But
like
it doesn't
is this.
qualify you.
It doesn't qualify you. I totally agree both ways there.
Okay, Babcock.
Yeah.
If Jake Paul ran for president, would you vote for him?
Yeah, I think I probably would.
Today you would vote for
For
him.
what?
Well,
Seriously?
he can't run today. Yeah.
No, if he
I like his business. Yeah, I like Jake Paul's values and his business sense.
He may have business sense. You need some grounding for that job.
Yeah, I mean,
No,
look,
you don't. You just need to be a brand. You just need to be popular.
Yeah.
Go
He
be president.
He runs a massive,
This is the same
multiple
BS
massive
that we were
companies.
saying a couple years ago about Kim
Okay, can we
Kardashian's
drop
going to
a
run for
poll?
president.
You know what?
Here we go.
I know. I'm not saying
I don't
I'm
know
not
yet.
saying it's right, but I'm not saying.
Now, Kim, I wouldn't vote for, but.
Harvey, the chat's asking, who would you like to see as president?
That's Sam Altman.
Mark
right?
Cuban.
Honestly, don't know who that is. Is that bad?
Danielle,
Mark
who's next door to
Cuban.
Sam Altman, right?
Someone says
I think
Charles
Mark
is-
could win.
Charles is the only
Mark
one with
won't
common
run.
sense.
I think he could win.
Mark won't run.
I know he won't, but I think he.
Thank you.
I
He
can
could.
answer that question like that.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's find reasonable
Do you think he could win?
Never
though? I
mind,
think,
not
I think
Sam
he could win.
I think he could win.
Oh, that would be
I
lovely.
think Mark could win.
Yeah.
Let's find reasonable
yes,
people to put in the
let's
office
do
and not
that.
clowns and
That'd be
idiots. I agree with that.
Yep,
Okay,
Charlie
let's
Mass.
do this.
I know
We have
Biden was
no
such
floor
a,
on this, and Tim's rejects. Good job, Babcock. Even though you just said you would vote for fucking Jake
So
Paul for
we're
president,
doing-
that is
Yeah, the chat's not like
quite
that.
questionable.
Oh man, they don't like that.
Quite
Wait a minute.
questionable.
Wait, hold on.
No
What else?
floor, no Skype.
You have Tim's.
Right.
Oh, we
That's
have 10.
what are we doing? Yeah, guys, when
do,
we
we have 10.
want to ask like what we're doing in the block, you got to tell us.
No, that ain't.
Thank you, Tawanda. So we're doing the White House videos and Tim's, right? Okay. All right.
Okay.
Because otherwise, we stand out here and we try and stretch this into a whole block.
So you want what, like 1:30 here?
And then Tim's.
And Tim. Here we go.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. Kind of hard to get a straight answer from the president about the war in Iran, and they have said, he and Pete Hegseth have said, we're not going to tell everybody exactly what we're going to do. I get that. But if you're looking at the social media that the administration is all the memes and things they're posting, they're kind of basically saying this thing is not ending anytime soon, if you can trust the memes. This one that went up last night, very famous pro bowling clip, and then you have the pins, I guess, representing Iran, saying that they're not going to stop making nuclear weapons.
But here's the thing. If it's a strike, aren't they saying it's over?
Maybe.
I mean, if it wasn't over, they'd hit three
strike,
pins.
but the strike means just the bombing, and then they show videos of bombings, right?
I understand that.
I don't know. It's hard to read.
Here's my problem.
It's very hard to read.
Here's my problem with this. It's like, look, there are arguments for this war and there are arguments against this war. It's a complicated thing. But the one thing that I don't think is complicated is don't make a joke out of war. Don't make a game out of war. And they have been doing this like high school kids.
Well, wouldn't they say
it's
this is their way of selling the war, Operation Epic Fury, to the younger generation?
They're not selling it this way.
Right?
They're not saying this is.
I mean, I think that's what they would say,
This
but I don't
is
know
not.
I don't know if it's working.
This really diminishes the seriousness of this, where we
And
should
the
be
lives
talking.
that are on the line.
Yeah, and we should be talking about. I mean, look. 169 girls were slaughtered, you know, by apparently one of our missiles. We've had 7 service people dead as a result of this, and a lot of them injured. To make a game out of this, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, we're going to change.
Anyway,
we're going to
let's switch it
change
up.
beats here. It is that time of the week for Tim's Rejects. Tim, what do you got?
All right, so Harvey, you like pickleball, right?
What?
You like pickleball, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and Charles, you like skiing, right?
If you're combining
if you're
skiing
going
and
to
pickleball,
combine
Well,
them.
you guys can go on vacation together. Charles, you can ski and play pickleball. Harvey, you can ski and play pickleball as
That's
well.
not skiing. That's standing
I mean,
while
it's-
wearing
well,
skis.
but- right.
And that's really dangerous.
Yeah,
I would not...
on the
that
ski
is-
lift as well, and then even a little bit going down the hill there. But
Okay, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, don't play ball sports while skiing.
It's ridiculous. Go on.
They've had bad results in the past.
That's why we call it rejects.
Yeah, okay. Well, you're really going to love this one then. So it's about to be summer. It's heating up a little bit. Sometimes maybe you don't want to carry a handheld.
March.
Well, no, but it
It's
is hot
snowing a lot
though.
of places.
Well, here it's really hot.
Here it's really hot.
Here it's hot.
It's hot.
maybe you don't want to carry a handheld fan with you because then, right? So just check this out. It's called the backpack blower.
If I ever see someone walking around,
can I take a wild guess? Like a really wild guess?
Yeah.
He doesn't have a girlfriend.
Wow, that is judgmental.
Yeah, that I don't know, but I mean, you have both hands free and you stay cool at the same time. So I don't know.
Okay, last one.
All right. So when was the last time you guys have been on an inflatable launch pad in the lake?
What?
Where somebody jumps
one of those,
and then
Yeah, never.
Never, Harvey?
No, I mean, inner tubes, yeah, but not.
I like life. I'm good.
Okay, well, usually it ends up not so great. This one might be the most impressive one I've ever seen. So here you go. They're hitting the bag there, and he's doing multiple flips. And
Okay, that looks like he did not stick the landing.
Stuck the landing
No,
there.
I don't know.
that looked like fun.
Yeah,
the legs were not straight.
That's not
backsplash.
I don't think that's super dangerous either.
Yeah,
no, it's not.
No.
If you know how to do aerial.
As long as you stay in the water.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
I did kind of stick the landing. All right.
Okay, I'm not sure about this one, but thanks, Tim.
Thanks, Tim.
Was that
looks
E?
dangerous.
I forgot.
That's F.
That was F. Okay, we got G left. Jeff Probst.
Just go to Ryan Parker.
Okay.
Okay.
How long do you want?
Your forced transition.
My forced
They want to see you up there, Charles.
You realized how we were in a very down moment when you were talking about the war, and then you could not race through. I'm trying to do the intro to Tim, and Harvey's like, nope, I'm just gonna go. Hey, Tim's here, come on.
No, I said we're changing
You were
beats.
just racing
I said
into
we're
it.
changing beats.
Right.
Okay.
You know, let's stay there.
Let's
stay there.
go.
Yeah, all right.
Love you, Tim.
We're going to do G block at right here.
What are we doing?
Okay,
Where
let's do
Carl
it.
is at.
Okay.
Here we go.
What is the soundbite?
You can go.
It's him rapping.
Go, walk through. Walk through.
Well, no, wait. Are we using our video? Remember, we actually got Jeff.
Yeah, on Survivor.
We can roll his B-roll, his rapping, and just.
What is? Yeah, use ours. It's probably better.
Or, just a suggestion. Do you want to bump in with a little bit of him rapping and then
Better idea.
talk about?
Yeah. Do you have the sound for Jeff, where he talks about rapping?
No.
Yeah.
The actual clip of him rapping.
I know, I understand that, but we can then.
He doesn't talk about rapping.
Yeah, he does.
He talks about doing the show.
Didn't Charlie talk to him about rap? Oh, Matt brought it up. Right.
Right.
Oh.
So if you saw that last night,
and we got Jeff out.
You might be thinking Jeff is packing it in.
Yeah.
Well, we talked to him.
Okay, fair.
About how long.
Okay, so bump in with like 7 seconds of rapping. Oh, are you going to do that in post?
Which is disrespectful to rapping to call it that, but
here we go.
Well, if you saw that last night on Survivor 50, this is its 50th season,
And
you
it's
might be thinking...
Doing really well.
It is, although Jeff rapping, I don't know how much that's going to help things.
There was a shark nearby in that water.
Some people have said that he just jumped it with the rapping. But we got Jeff out at LAX and asked him about celebrating 50 seasons and how long he could actually continue doing this.
I mean, I think that Survivor, you know, obviously it's a game show that's been on now 50 seasons. Could it go 50 more?
It's a pretty good format.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah. I'll probably be long gone in the ground, but somebody else can take it over.
How many seasons do you think you got left in you?
I don't know. I'm still going strong. I mean, I love it. I love it as much today as I loved it the day I got the job.
That's really, I got to say.
He went on to say to us basically that they're going to have to drag him out of there.
He is a good
not thinking about retirement.
He's a good guy, and I just think it's so great because I believe him.
Yes.
What he said, I actually believe, and I don't believe a lot.
And I don't think they would want to get rid of him at any point.
No,
either.
he's the brand.
It's working.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Nice.
Okay.
Say bye.
Bye, everybody.
Say bye.
I'm sorry.
You got a lot going on.
I'm sorry.
today.
I'm got stuff.
You don't even care about John.
No,
He'll be better tomorrow.
I'm dealing with
No, he
some
won't.
stuff.
See you
I'm
guys.
sorry.
No, he won't.
I'm praying for him, please.
No, I'm trying.
Charles, where are you going? Yeah, he's just reclipping. You got a post show with Charles?
Why do I have to? What?
Charles is fine. Oh, chat, you see that? Charles doesn't want to talk to y'all.
No, I'm kidding.
Would you look at that?
No, because you know why? You made me feel like second fiddle. You're like, oh, well, Harvey's got to leave.
You've been in a great mood today.
You made me feel like second fiddle. This is on you, Tawanda. I love you
Charles
guys,
is first
but
chair
Tawanda
today.
doesn't know how to.
First of all, you want to know why I had to make you feel like second fiddle? Because we had a new person on floor, and poor thing, she thinks that.
No. Okay.
Harvey wasn't talking to her.
No, so we had some rough moments behind the scenes.
You were great.
You guys might not have. So you just got to get the flow down, Kara. You got to get the flow down. That
get there.
You know that we have people who Skype in, and
then this way.
There were a couple times, I don't know if you guys saw it, where like someone Skyped and we started talking to them.
Kara's like, yeah, well, the chat said.
The chat says. Like,
I don't know what's going on, but it'll stop, it'll start. So yeah.
See, she's getting it. She's getting it. And then it wasn't the best day for someone new to start. Like,
yeah, because we didn't have a lot of time for
chit chat and
interacting.
Get the hang of it.
We did see your comments, so we saw you guys liked. her, so that's great. For the headline, Cameron's asking if we can do Summer Robert, our guest. If not, we'll play a game.
Here's why I don't want to do Summer Robert.
No to Summer, Cameron.
Because
the chat watched the interview.
I know, and I trust that you guys are extremely creative. I think we got to be a little sensitive about how it's too easy to just be like.
You let them do one for the vapping girl.
Huh?
You let them do one for the vapping girl. And the girl that was.
That's ridiculous. That was ridiculous. Summer has an actual condition.
All right.
That
I will say.
While it's easy to believe me, we could have easily descended into some very childish comments while we were interviewing her, but you gotta.
Cameron was worried, so you should be happy that your co-news director was flagging. I was like, why don't we just do this? And he's like, are they gonna let us do that? So, in that case, I guess we'll just play a quick little game. Oh, I got a game we can play since we were talking about Michael Jackson and Prince.
Oh, we're gonna do guess a song or something?
Yeah, we're gonna do guess Charles' favorite Prince song, unless he said it.
I have not said it.
Because then, we'll do that. So that's the game today, guys. I tried to do headlines, but nothing appropriate.
What do you
What's going on, Jax?
Is Prince's favorite? Charles' favorite Prince song.
Write the song.
Let's see.
Not yet, but I'm gonna deep dive.
I know two songs.
This is a tough one.
For sure.
Yeah, what's your favorite? Well, let's give them a little chance to.
Don't start.
Because.
Y'all don't start sending until I say send.
Oh, let's see.
I don't want to hear nothing. Don't start sending. If you have the songs that have been sent now, don't count. I'll tell you when it starts.
All right,
counting.
here's the thing. I'm gonna give you two options.
Okay.
So maybe we'll get two winners. We'll see.
Jesus, all these winners. All right. Reminder while he's writing his songs down, if you weren't in the chat yesterday.
Canadian.
Yep. The Canadian tariffs have gone extremely up. So if you live in Canada right now, we are having to pause on sending shirts to Canada. If you have a friend that lives in the U.S. or a different address.
Now the tariffs have gone too far.
Yeah.
Our Canadian viewers have to suffer.
Man, that's
you didn't know it was $85.
Babcock, make a call, man.
We are trying to troubleshoot to see if we
Canadian friends can't get T-shirts anymore because of the tariffs.
You know how much it costs to send that shirt?
How much?
$85.
Dang.
He's calling.
Get us a special dispensation on the tariff. Donnie.
All right, Donnie.
The chat put all their Prince songs?
Y'all, I told him not to start sending songs, so until he writes them down.
All right.
Oh, you're gonna sit in
All right. Dang. I've got the two songs. Let me just see when you guys. Okay, start now. And I can tell you right now, I don't want to see Purple Rain because it ain't Purple Rain.
So many people put Purple Rain because that's the only song. Never mind, I was gonna say
that's the only song. No, you're right, but you're right.
That's the only one people know.
There's a whole generations of people that Purple Rain is the only one they know.
I'm starting to read after Black Beauty said, "Nice shirt, Tawanda." So anything after that.
I'm weak. All right, let's see. I'm literally.
In the sunshine.
I feel like nobody.
I have a question about the shirt. Has anyone ever? Is that
I know what album
actually
this is. Biggie?
Is that actually Baby Biggie?
It's not.
No,
it's not.
He wouldn't look like that.
I wonder what that. It's like that Nirvana album.
Yeah.
No one yet. No one yet.
Not gonna lie.
I already told y'all it's not Purple Rain. So stop saying Purple Rain.
Because nobody.
One of them is kind of a deep
there
cut.
we go. We got one.
Ooh, who said it?
Kevin Murray, 8803. Sign all the times.
Okay.
Kevin Murray.
Murray.
You've never won, so congratulations.
Long before Harry
2.
came along and tried to steal it.
And there's one more. There's one more on this list. No one has gotten it. You got it? You see it?
Willie Robinson?
Willie Robinson.
Oh, I know. I'm sorry.
Willie Robinson.
Okay, I know Adore.
1439.
Adore. I know Adore.
How does it go?
It's like, I don't know. I'm not a good singer, y'all. But I have No, it's.
No, you're thinking of the Miguel song.
Yes, I was thinking of
Oh, wow.
What's on the.
It's interesting. Both of those songs are titles by other artists. Harry Styles did a Sign of the Times.
Father's Song by Prince?
What?
Father's Song by Prince?
Mm-hmm.
One of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
Darling, make me.
Never heard this song in my life.
Everybody knows this
All
song.
right, all right.
Can't do too much copyright.
When he says, make me have to ride.
Yeah, okay, I know that one.
Okay, Willie
Adore is
Robinson.
one of the best Prince songs.
Willie Robinson, Kevin Murray. Congratulations. You guys can check more of this Prince and Michael Jackson talk on Charles's Off the Hook podcast, where you get all your podcasts. I'm sure they're going to do an episode
Thank
on
you
this.
very much, Tawana, for that plug. However, it's Get to the Hook.
Oops. I always say off the hook. Get to the hook. You guys have a great night or a great day.
Have a
Good
great
seeing
rest
you.
of your day, guys.
You did great, girl.
Thank
We'll
you.
see you next
See
week.
y'all soon.